Bo wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's gonna go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening. Welcome into the Anselmo-Merna High School Gymnasium as we bring you a doubleheader here tonight between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup. Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference doubleheader for you here this evening on 95.3. Along with videographer Grant Winterer, color analyst for the first match, Jeremy Shipe. I'm Larry Kottner. Good to have you along here as we get you ready for this one. We want to say thanks to our fine sponsors. They include Consolidated, the Cattleman's Cut, Cursive O Cattle, Tri-S Ag, Central Nebraska Electric, Rods Body and Paint, Aero Seed, Brent Custer, your shelter insurance agent, Custer Federal State Bank, The Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Team Physical Therapy, geared for sports, the Garden Center, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. Now also tonight we are video streaming live on Sandhills Express's Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as you can see it on the KBBN Sports Twitter site. And those fine sponsors include the Grocery Cart, Culligan, Del Moniger, and Tim Wright, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Palmer Monument, Meade Lumber, Lines Appliance, Broken Bow, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, Insurance of the Heartland, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, Moline Seed and Fence, and Broken Bow Livestock. We'll hear from some of our fine sponsors and come back. We'll bring Jeremy in and we'll talk about this opening match in the girls' side of things between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup here on the Thunderbird.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
The Cattleman's Cup Bull Sale is February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska. Over 65 bulls will be selling, with sires represented, including Myers, Fair and Square, Marcy's Panhandle, Sits Resilient, and more. If you're looking for bulls that are naturally sound, stout, and good-footed, don't miss the Cattleman's Cup Bull Sale on February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska, starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. For more information, go to thecattleman'scut.com or like their Facebook page, The Cattleman's Cut. That's quality bred on, not fed on.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. Paid for by Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we come back to Anselmo-Merna High School Gymnasium. We're about 10 minutes away from the tip-off of the girls' game between Lady Coyotes and the Lady Wolves. Twin Loup just coming off a championship match the other night against South Loop in the MNAC Conference Tournament. Anselmo-Merna, they were stunned in the quarterfinals last week, but they bounced back in the consolation with a 17-point win over Arthur County. Jeremy Shipe and Jeremy. The two teams went different directions during that MNAC tournament, but this tournament, everything kind of turns around, and everything that happened in the past is out the window.
Twin Loop's got to feel pretty good about what they did in the MNAC tournament. They ended up getting second place in that to a pretty darn good South Loop basketball team that is on a tear in their last 10, 11, 12 games. So Twin Loop coming out of that one feeling good. We saw them throughout the tournament do some really good things. Anselmo-Merna's been doing some pretty good things lately as well. They've been having a little bit of trouble getting into their offense and doing the things that they want to do in their offense, which of course leads to winning games. They're kind of on a broken losing streak with that game against Arthur County, winning that one 54-37. So they're back in the winning column here recently. They just want to stay there.
Yeah, one of the things that really kind of hurt them during the season is Riley Marsh getting hurt not being available. They've had to try to make some adjustments. Not her at the point guard position.
Well, it always helps when a team knows every single time who's going to be bringing the ball up. Now, teams mix it up every now and then, and Anselmo-Merna is one of those teams. When you don't have that person that you can look to bring it up in tough situations, or when you need a bona fide ball handler that kind of messes things up for you a little bit. It kind of just affects the entire offense. Hopefully they're able to work through that a little bit as we work here into the deep end of the regular season and into sub-district play.
It's only about a week and a half away. Both these really finished with a lot of starting tonight for Anselmo-Merna. This is their last home game. They're on the road. They're on the road. It does not get easy. They've got Maywood Hayes Center, who just suffered their first loss the other night. South Loop on the road. And then the game will have next Friday Litchfield on the road to close out their season.
And two of those three teams have very impressive winning seasons. Obviously, South Loop just coming off of the MNAC championship. And Ansley-Litchfield, not a team they can overlook either. That'll be a really good game to finish out the season for Anselmo-Merna.
Now for Twin Loup, they've got tomorrow night, Saturday night, and next week. For the most part, other than tonight, most of them are against teams with losing records, with the exception of Tuesday night. Another game we'll have on 95.3 when they host Eddyville Miller, who comes into that one 15-1 loss against Amherst in the Fort Kearney.
SEM is a pretty formidable opponent. They're one of those powers in the state, just right down the road from them.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get you ready with the starting lineup for tonight's contest between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup. They're on 95.3.
Ag producers know that healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and environmentally sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Conference Wednesday, February 15th in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring Steve and Amber Kenyon from Greener Pastures Ranching. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by February 8th is required. To learn more and to register online, visit aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by February 8th.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
When everything changes for you, visit Shelter Agent Brent Custer.
Governmental guaranteed loan programs can make dreams happen. That's why Custer Federal State Bank is passionate about helping you with them. Their SBA lending team can help you navigate the process of launching your business and also guide business owners looking to sell or transition their work to another person. Don't let worrying about the ins and outs of getting started push your dreams aside. Talk to Custer Federal State Bank of Broken Bow and Kearney, member FDIC.
The Grocery Cart Rewards Program is a great way for you to save on items in the aisles and on gas for your car. Every month we feature new products you can purchase with points you earn from shopping at the grocery cart, or use your points at Casey's and Broken Bow to fill up with a discount. Signing up is easy, just ask them at the grocery cart. Scan your card and earn those free groceries. It's easy as that at Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
And we return to Myrna here on 95.3. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Twin Loup, we expect to see Catherine Folkers, 6'3" senior. Alexis Mahler, a senior, 5'6" tall. Elsie Otten, a 5'5" senior. Tara Horkey, 5'5" and a senior. And Riley Barron, a 5'6" senior. Their head coach is McKenna Cooksley. So again, it's Folkers, Mahler, Otten, Horkey, and Barron. Expected starters for Anselmo-Merna this way for Coach Trenton Kirchman. Addison Priest, 5'5" and a junior. Carly Bartok, a 5'6" senior. McKenna Miller, 5'8" and a sophomore. Rhiannon Myers, 5'8" and a freshman. And 5'11" senior Shaylin Safranik. Again, it'll be Priest, Bartok, Miller, Myers, and Safranik for Anselmo-Merna. They come in here with a record of 8-7. Twin Loup at 12-6. And we'll come back and have the tip for you right after this. You're listening to the Thunderbird 95.3.
Athletic Day TV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Athletic Day TV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Athletic Day TV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you?
Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Team Physical Therapy. We are your complete physical therapy stop from babies to the elder, from sports injuries to joint replacements, from dry needling to manual techniques. We have it all for you. 872-5111. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, Kearney, or Callaway. Call for your complete physical therapy needs and to a healthier 2023. Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111.
Geared for Sports has great gift ideas for your Valentine. Right now, get 20% off store-wide, just excluding GCI chairs. It's almost time to gear up for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Geared for Sports is a Chamber Love Local participant too, so shop and save 20% store-wide and also get entered in the Love Local Chamber promotion. Geared for Sports on the square in Broken Bow.
Anytime is a good time to buy plants because of indoor plants.
The Garden Center has some rare and exciting indoor plants you need to lay eyes on. They're priced right and they're rare. Some might even call them unusual. They will satisfy your need for something new and different. They have the potting soil, creative and stylish pots, and plant displays you need too. Closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Open year-round for you, the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Your friends at Clang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Clang Financial is located downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Well, both teams being announced now to the crowd on hand, a senior night crowd, and a pretty good-sized crowd, Jeremy, for this one tonight.
Yeah, it's Teammates Night, so recognition for Teammates Mentors as a part of the Teammates program founded by Tom Osborne. So special night here tonight at Anselmo-Merna High School, and should be two closely contested games. At least that's what my opinion is.
Catherine Folkers and Shaylin Safranik in the center circle, and the tap is controlled by Twin Loup. Tara Horkey with the basketball, bounce over to the right side on the wing. Controlling, it's Alexis Mahler off to Elsie Otten, had it stripped away, got it back over to the left side. Shot put up, no good by Horkey. Fight for the rebound and taken out of there by Twin Loup. Barron has it up top, works it over to the right side, feed down into corner. Down low, intended for Folkers, tipped away by Safranik. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves.
Well, and that's what Shaylin's going to have to do all night long. She's going to have to know when to get out from behind Folkers and go in front to knock those passes away as it's knocked away out of bounds again.
Barron got it inside, put up a shot, but it was blocked away. Getting a piece of that one was Rhiannon Myers. So baseline right side, it'll be Horkey to get it into Barron. Back out to Otten. Otten on the drive, 14-footer, no good. Rebound, they crash the boards, and a tie-up situation between Safranik and Barron, and it will belong to Anselmo-Merna on the alternating possession. No backcourt pressure as Anselmo-Merna will come across the timeline. It'll be Myers working over to the right side. Stops on the wing, looks up top, finds Miller. Controlling there, McKenna will go to the high post. Over to Bartok, and now the 10-footer, up and good from the left side. Will drop for Addison Priest, and we've got points on the board, 53 seconds deep. 2-0 Anselmo-Merna. Give and go. Mahler, nice stop by Otten to just get a hand on that one, keep it in front of her and run it down in the corner on that high pass. They'll play it around the perimeter, will the Twin Loup Wolves. Barron along the baseline against Priest. Pass across the baseline. Shot put up that time by Horkey and partially blocked by Miller, taken away by Anselmo-Merna. Priest, they head to Miller. Miller into the paint, running 10-footer, up and no good. High arching shot over the defense of Catherine Folkers. Taken out of there by Horkey and led into the forecourt by Otten. Otten to the free throw line, gives it up now left side for Barron. Barron on the move to the right side, driving. Mahler has her shot blocked away. Safranik got a piece of it. Myers and her pass intended ahead for Bartok, out of bounds and out of the gymnasium.
Well, if this game is as tight as we think it's going to be, possessions are going to come at a premium. And those types of turnovers, Coach Kirchman is not going to want to see repeatedly tonight.
Mahler has it on the right wing, looking against the man-to-man defense by the Lady Coyotes. They'll work it around the perimeter. Left side controlling, it's Otten. Otten to the drive. Dish off into the corner right side for Barron. She'll tee up the 15-footer, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Miller for AM. Miller will run it into the forecourt, into the free throw line area. Off to Myers for a three, off the front of the iron, no good. Long rebound at the Mahler, leads it ahead to Otten. 1-on-3, takes it in, pump fake, puts it up and in. Elsie Otten let the defense fly by on the stop and put it home. It's 2-2. Miller in the forecourt. Now gives off Priest. 30 feet away. Skip pass over to the right side. Miller for the three, off the iron, no good. That's twice, and Anselmo-Merna's got good looks and just left it a little short. Barron, lead pass ahead. Horkey's going to have to save it in. Does nicely to Mahler, but Mahler drug the pivot foot, and the turnover will give it back to Anselmo-Merna.
Well, that whole possession for the 3/4 of the court that Twin Loup had, it was kind of helter-skelter. Just kind of almost felt inevitable that it was going to end with a turnover as everyone tried to catch their footing, including Mahler.
Priest trying to get it down low for Bartok. Off the mark and out of bounds. A turnover gives it right back to Twin Loup. Horkey will come out, and coming in for Twin Loup will be Cassidy Grant, a 5'10" junior. Otten, center court, brings it over to Barron. That was close to over and back, but not quite. Mahler along the baseline, dishes off to Otten from 18. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound, tipped around, still loose and taken out of there by Safranek. She'll run it into the forecourt down the left side. Back out to Priest. Now it's Miller, top of the key, dribbles to the left, goes back over to the right for Myers. Her pass inside, tipped away by Barron. Otten will feed it ahead to Mahler. Mahler drives down the left side, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound to Miller. She wants to run. 2-on-3, bounce pass in the middle. Safranek lost it, got it back. Out to Addison Priest, 12-footer no good. And the rebound popped out of there into the hands of Otten. Lead ahead to Mahler. Nice bounce pass for Grant, but stolen away by Priest. And then pass for Safranek, a little behind her, but she's able to save it in.
Well, this has kind of turned into a track meet here, and a track meet spurred by turnovers.
Yeah, both teams wanting to go at a quick pace, but having a little bit of difficulty with it. We've played a half of this first quarter, 2-2. Shot no good from about 8 feet away by Addison Priest. Folkers gives it off to Otten. Otten to the forecourt, right side to Mahler, trying to give it back to Otten. Otten trying to tip it out to Mahler and could not get it to her. It'll go out of bounds.
Well, we've seen 8 total turnovers between these two teams early in this one.
Miranda Olson, 5'6" sophomore, and Madison Glidden, a 5'4" sophomore, check in. But right now we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2-2, 3:41 to go in the first quarter.
The door to support your favorite team and athlete. Don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at BruningBank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. Otten's got a bucket, and so does Priest. 1 each for each team. Miller on the run for Anselmo-Merna. Off to Bartok up top. 2-3 zone being shown right now by Twin Loup. 3 ball on the way for Lily Thornton, who checked in. The 5'4" freshman knocks it down. It's a 5-2 lead, Anselmo-Merna.
Lily had one heck of a game the last time we were here in this gym at the beginning of MNAC play off of the bench. So the Coyotes hoping for a spark from her again.
She had a pretty good one over at Loop City early in the season, too. Mahler with the shot partially blocked, taken out of there by Bartok. Stripped away and stolen away by Olson. Feed it over to Mahler. Mahler cut off on the right side by Bartok, then had it slapped away by Bartok. Whoa, they're going to say it went off of Mahler.
Yeah, she tried to recover for about half a second, just grazed it barely with her hand, and had probably already committed in her mind that she wasn't going to go for the ball because she didn't expect to touch it.
Miller having trouble with the dribble, gets it back. Now gets it back into the forecourt, down low to Safranek for the easy deuce. And AM on a 5-0 run, they lead it 7-2.
Well, and it wasn't meant to go to Safranek, but she was in the right place at the right time, grabbed it and knew what to do with it. That's what Anselmo-Merna needs to do, is give Safranek some scoring opportunities.
Grant into Folkers, quadruple team, couldn't get it to go, and it's taken out of there by Thornton.
And that's what the Coyotes need to do defensively, is take away Folkers just like that.
And on the offensive end, a foul's going to be called against the defense. Catching the foul for Twin Loup will be Miranda Olson. A foul against Shaylee Coleman, who's checked in the lineup, 5'9" freshman. Only the first foul of the ball game on either team. So no free throws. And then a traveling violation. Rhiannon Myers caught the ball and kind of was in a jumpy mood, and shuffled her feet.
You're surprised by one foul with 6 minutes gone in this one, but if you happen to listen to Brent and I's game earlier this week in Lexington, we went 2.5 quarters with no fouls committed by either team.
Wow. You do not see that every day.
You don't.
They work it around the perimeter. Does Twin Loup into the paint. Grant, her shot partially blocked. Getting a hand on it was Thornton along with Coleman. Coleman gets the ball back, and they're going to call her for the walk. Trying to just grab and take it to the hole along the left side, and the official calling the travel.
It's so awkward to catch it in that middle ground. You don't know if you have time for a dribble. A dribble would almost be too much, but just running at it would not be enough.
Yeah, you might have to take the short dribble, which allows the defense to get positioned. Otten along the right side, trying to drive the baseline, and bumped with the body by Carly Bartok. She'll pick up first foul for Anselmo-Merna. In the corner, Horky to toss it in, bounces it in to Folkers, who got her shot blocked, but also a foul's going to be called on Shaylin Safranek going for that block. That'll put Catherine Folkers to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, just that slight follow through on the block by Shaylin. She caught Folkers' wrist.
That's a well-designed inbounds play, Jeremy, from Coach McKenna Cooksley. Shot put up no good by Folkers. Glidden will come back in the lineup as Otten will sit down. Folkers at the line. Puts it up and no good. Long rebound though, run down by Reagan Mahler, who's checked in. Mahler, a freshman, 5'7" sophomore. Into the corner, driving the baseline. Horky bounced for Folkers. Didn't catch it cleanly, got it back. Tipped on her shot, got it back, trying to shoot it again. She gets the foul. And did that go? Yeah, that's on Safranek as well. So she's quickly picked up 2 personals. Third team foul on AM. It'll be Folkers at the line once again. Puts this one up and in.
Well, and if you're Coach Kirchman, now you start thinking, how are we going to defend Folkers? It's been defense by committee. I would imagine that's going to continue with Safranek going out as well.
Miller comes back in. Second free throw by Folkers off the heel of the iron, no good, and a long rebound. Or are they going to call a foul in here? Yep, they're going to get Cassidy Grant going over the back for the foul. That'll be team foul number 2 on Twin Loup, and the first one on Cassidy Grant.
Well, it took us almost 6 minutes to get our first foul of this game, but now it's all we're doing.
The officials have warmed up their whistles now.
Yeah.
Pass in the paint was tipped around into the hands of Grant, and a foul will go against Anselmo-Merna. So there's another foul, this one on Lily Thornton. So, yeah, we had 1, now we have 6.
Well, in a pace that no team in America wants to play with is a pace that is just very choppy and uneven caused by fouls. No one practices that pace.
And that collapsing defense worked again here for Anselmo-Merna as the ball went into the paint to Cassidy Grant. 4 players converged on her and forced her into a walk. And now Rhiannon Myers couldn't stop on a dime and took an extra step. So another turnover now on the Lady Coyotes.
And now we've gone from fouls to turnovers as of late. This is a choppy game. Whichever of these teams can seize a little bit of momentum first is going to be able to go on a scoring run.
Mahler's pass knocked away, taken away by Miller. Crossover dribble into the paint. Lost it, got it back, put it up, no good. We'll see if the foul was on the shot or before the shot. It's going to go against Twin Loup.
It's on Folkers.
And that's her first. It will be during the shot, so she will get an opportunity to shoot a pair at the line. Of course, last year, McKenna Miller, as a freshman, couldn't have sunk a bigger free throw than she did down in Hastings College to send Anselmo-Merna to the state basketball tournament. Second free throw by Miller is no good. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. Last touched by Coleman. Excuse me, by Twin Loup. It'll stay with Anselmo-Merna. Inbounds, tipped by Mahler. Can she save it? No. As running it down is Bartok off to Miller. Miller into the paint, bounce out for Thornton, lost it, got it back. Now finds Coleman along the baseline. Back to Thornton, they'll work it around the perimeter. Now Miller into the paint, dish back out to Myers, 3-ball, no good. Long rebound, tipped around, still loose. Run down by Coleman in the corner with 11 seconds remaining. And then a jump ball between Reagan Mahler and Rhiannon Myers. And it will go to Twin Loup with 9.6 remaining in quarter number 1. Hectic pace. Mahler will bring it across the timeline. This is Alexis. Reagan's also out there. He's got the ball top of the key. Going to have to run it down over to Horkey. Can she get a shot up? No. After the buzzer will not count. So after 1 quarter of play, your score, Anselmo-Merna 7, Twin Loup 3. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Freeling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
7-3 our score in favor of Anselmo-Merna as we head to quarter number 2 there at the Anselmo-Merna High School Gymnasium. Lady Coyotes will have the basketball, working right to left as you visualize this, or looking on the video stream on Sandhills Express. Up top, Miller looked at a long 3 but decided not to. Mahler was on her. Drives in, cut off, back out top. 3-ball from Priest, in and out, no good. And the long rebound comes out to Barron. Otten quickly ahead to Horkey. Now in the corner, Mahler bounced down low. Folkers posting up, and Safranik, even with those 2 fouls, challenged it and got the block and comes away with the basketball.
Well, those are winning plays. You can't shy away. If coach wants you in there, he wants you to play aggressive defense unless you're 1 foul away from fouling out.
Ball tipped away from Miller by Mahler, but Miller gets it back over to Riley Schmidt, who's checked in, the 5'5 sophomore. She's got it right now. Up top for Miller. Miller to the free throw line, dish off. Priest for a long one again. This wouldn't go. Schmidt the rebound, followed too strong underneath. Taken out of there by Horkey. Horkey runs it down the right side for Twin Loup. To Otten, works it left side. Barron for a 3 off the iron, no good. Inside position belongs to Myers. Rhiannon will run it into the forecourt. Lob ahead. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over to Miller.
Might have got away with a little bit of a travel. Even the AM fan sitting near us kind of let out a groan.
Miller, 12-footer. It would not fall. Tipped around, controlled by Horkey. I think part of why it wasn't called is it was so nonchalant.
Yeah.
With the left hand, Mahler with the layup up and in at the other end. 7-5 as Twin Loup back within 2. AM with the basketball. Schmidt open for a 3. Got it! Riley Schmidt puts it down. Had a great look from the right wing and put it down. 10-5 the score. Mahler looking to go down low, could not. They'll work it around the perimeter. Otten down low. Folkers double team, kissed it off the glass anyway. 10-7 the score. Myers will feed it ahead and through the hands, last touched by Barron.
Well, and that was fortunate. Barron even tried to touch that, or that would have been another turnover against the Coyotes. It kind of just floated into no man's land.
Yeah, I don't. That was intended for. Well, they're going to say it actually is a turnover, and it maybe got tipped off of Safranik, and she really wasn't expecting that pass, not looking for it. So, AM with the turnover into the paint. Folkers turn around 8-footer, no good. Fight for the loose ball and a tie-up between Horkey and Bartok.
Well, Horkey just jumped on top of that like she was preparing for a scrum in rugby and didn't even make any effort to get it out of there. Sometimes that's just what you got to do. You can't risk the turnover with the travel.
Baseline left side, she'll get it in. Feed it up top for Mahler, running 12-footer. Couldn't get it to go, and the long rebound to Myers. Myers holds up in the backcourt. Priest will lead it ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt, skip pass over to the right side from Myers. Back over to Priest, double team. Intended for Myers, tipped away and taken away by Barron. Feed ahead, intended for Mahler, tipped away, retrieved by Barron. Now gets it to Mahler, off to Otten, 12-footer up and in. Little floater from Elsie Otten, and it's a 10-9 ball game with 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Bartok on the drive, puts it up from 8, no good. Rebound Folkers, and then taken away by Bartok, but a reach-in foul is going to be called.
And Catherine right there, a really good rebound, but when she's going to pass it out to one of her teammates on these outlets, she's bringing the ball down to throw a chest pass, and Anselmo-Merna is keying in on that like many teams do on Catherine. They're grabbing at the ball when she brings it down from her tall height. She might consider an over-the-head pass just to get it out of her hands into a guard a little bit quicker.
Grant back in there for Twin Loup. Thornton back in for AM. Mahler with the three. Alexis Mahler from the right wing buries it, and Twin Loup has their first lead of the ball game of 12-10. Lily Thornton up top. Works it back left for Schmidt. She's able to run it down before going out of bounds. Off to Bartok, takes it in, kicks it back out to Safranek. Back to Bartok from the free throw line. Long rebound out to Thornton. Thornton had it knocked away, runs it down in the corner. Guarded closely by Mahler. Gets off to Bartok. Out to Schmidt for a three. That will not go. Folkers the rebound defensively for Twin Loup. Halfway through this second quarter, 12-10. Lady Wolves with the lead. Barrett down low for Grant, backing down Myers, and Myers going to be called for the reach.
Yeah, Myers just trying to get there a little bit early on Grant to assert herself defensively, but the bump is called.
That's her first. Miranda Olson's going to check back in for Twin Loup, and then also Shaylee Coleman will be in there for Anselmo-Merna, and on the inbounds, Otten will be whistled for the travel.
Each of these teams with 10 or 11 turnovers. So you put that together, that's 21 turnovers in essentially a quarter and a half. I'm sure that both coaches would like to see that cleaned up.
Reagan Mahler back into the lineup. Ball given ahead to Bartok, out to Thornton for the three. Nothing but the net.
She's got two of them in the game now, one in each period.
Gives AM the lead back at 13-12. Bounce pass down low for Grant from Reagan Mahler. Goes low, it's loose, and a tie-up situation between Coleman and Grant. And that'll work as a turnover as it'll go over to Anselmo-Merna.
I think that bump that Shaylee Coleman had in the back of Grant was probably more significant than the bump that was called a foul earlier.
Miller's got the ball now. She's back in the game. Skip pass over to Coleman. Waits and now finds Thornton in front of the Twin Loup bench. Trying to get it up top to Miller. Stolen away by Reagan Mahler. Gives it off to Alexis Mahler. 3:11 to go, first half, 13-12, Anselmo-Merna. We thought we'd have a tight one here tonight. Biggest lead's been 5 points. Alexis Mahler for a three, no good. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds off of Twin Loup. So the Lady Coyotes will have it. Don't forget, we've got the boys game to follow. Those two teams met up last week in the consolation bracket of MNAC and went to overtime. We expect maybe another good one tonight. Jeremy will have the call on that one. Miller over to the left side for Coleman. Up top for Miller, long three, nothing but the net. She towed it up and put it home. 16-12, Anselmo-Merna. In the forecourt, Reagan Mahler, right side. Grant, bounce left side for Glidden. Glidden on the drive. Her shot blocked, but a foul is going to go against McKenna Miller, and that will be a two-shot opportunity for Madison Glidden for Twin Loup. Reminder, 4County Heating and Air owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. They'll be there for you when the cold weather hits and there to help you prepare for the warm weather coming. Call 4County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 872-2258. Glidden made the first, she makes the second. And it's back to a 2-point game at 16-14. Into the forecourt, Miller bounce over to Safranek. 18-footer, she knocks it home. Long shot from Shaylin Safranek. Don't see her step out as much on that, but she knocked that one down. Grant for a three off the mark. Taken out of there by Miller, and a reach-in foul on Twin Loup. That'll only be the 4th team foul, so no free throws here.
The other way, though, we will be in bonus situations. The fouls are committed by Anselmo-Merna.
Miller into the forecourt, works it over on the right side for Thornton. Back to Miller for a three. This one won't go. Bartok the rebound. It's loose, goes through the legs of Safranek and out of bounds. So Twin Loup will have it, trailing 18-14 with 1:57 remaining in quarter number 2. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll take a look at the first half stats. Also tell you about some of the things that are going to be coming up. Pass inside, intended for Folkers, posting up nicely in front of her and fronting the situation defensively. Safranek with the steal. Miller, nice bounce pass down low to Coleman. Off the glass for 2. Good give and go there.
Good patient offense as well.
Biggest lead of the night for the Coyotes at 6. Folkers shot blocked by Safranek. Gets own rebound. Olsen, her shot's blocked. Tipped and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. Well, Anselmo-Merna has come up with a number of blocks in this first half, Jeremy.
Yeah, they have. And a lot of it is chase down blocks from behind, just like that one.
Inbounds will go to Ott. Nice give and go back inside to Olsen, but she drug the pivot foot in putting up the shot.
Well, it's one of those situations where you've got no one in front of you. The only thing between you and the basket is air, and your eyes get really big and you commit the turnover.
So Anselmo-Merna with a chance to build on this biggest lead of the game. They are on a 4-0 run here. Inbounds, Bartok, and back to Miller. Picked up at the timeline by Elsie Otten. Miller back out to Coleman, left side for Thornton. Now Bartok in the corner. Double team back to Thornton. They'll play the perimeter. Miller works the right side. Nowhere to go. They'll still play the perimeter. Thornton had it knocked away and stolen away. Elsie Otten with the quick hands. Ahead to Grant. Grant down the right side. Holds it up, out to Otten, over to the left side. Glidden for a long three, no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Coleman. 45 seconds to go in the half. Miller into the forecourt, left side. Bartok skips it over to Thornton. Quick pass to Miller. Miller drives, 13-footer up, no good. She'll draw the foul. She'll shoot free throws.
I think they're going to get Madison Glidden on this one. She's the 4th Wolf to pick up her first foul. So no sort of foul situation right here for Twin Loup at the moment. Actually, they called her for her second here. I must have missed the first one.
McKenna Miller makes the free throw. We've got a football score of 21-14.
Who you got in the Super Bowl, Larry, speaking of football?
Oh, you know I'm going to be cheering for the Eagles.
Okay.
Free throw no good. Outlet ahead to Ott. Nice Euro step to the right and laying it home. You don't see the Euro step a lot in girls basketball. She just excellently executed it. Thornton in the corner for Bartok. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Grant. Down to 12 seconds to go. Ahead to Mahler. Mahler down the right side, puts it up too strong. Tipped around, controlled by Mahler. 5 seconds to go. Out to Otten from 18 at the buzzer. No good. Off the front of the iron. And we'll go to halftime. Your score, Anselmo-Merna 21, Twin Loup 16. Back with halftime stats and more here on 95.3 KBBN.
athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
A to Z Lawn Pro is moving, but don't worry. They'll continue to offer their great services such as fertilizer, weed, and bare ground programs. Plus, they'll help you with grass seedings during the spring and fall seasons. Their new shop will be at their house. The address is 2056 North 9th Avenue. A handy payment drop box will be out front. Their phone number's changing too. It's now 308-870-1762. A couple of changes, but the same great service from A to Z Lawn Pro.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super-fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
The Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale is February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska. Over 65 bulls will be selling, with sires represented, including Myers, Fair and Square, Marcy's Panhandle, Sits Resilient, and more. If you're looking for bulls that are naturally sound, stout, and good-footed, don't miss the Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale on February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska, starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. For more information, go to thecattlemenscut.com or like their Facebook page, The Cattlemen's Cut. That's quality bred on, not fed on.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursivo Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursivo Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursivo Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. Paid for by Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School. Those of you watching the video stream are seeing Grant pan across the teammates that are being recognized here at Anselmo-Merna High School this evening. And right now on the radio and video, we're going to give you the halftime stats between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup. We'll start with the visitors. Twin Loup was led by Elsie Otten. She had 6 points, 4 of those coming in the second quarter. 5 points for Alexis Mahler, all 5 of those coming in the second quarter, and then 3 points for Catherine Folkers and 2 points for Madison Glidden. For Anselmo-Merna, they were led by the 3-point shooting of Lily Thornton. She hit 1 in each quarter for her 6. 4 points apiece for Shaylin Safranik and McKenna Miller, 3 points for Riley Schmidt, and 2 points apiece for Addison Priest and Shaylee Coleman. As far as free throws go, Anselmo-Merna 1 of 4, Twin Loup 3 of 6, rebounding extremely even. Anselmo-Merna pulling down 13, Twin Loup outpacing them by just 1 with 14 themselves. As far as turnovers go, Anselmo-Merna with as many turnovers as they had rebounds there in the first half with 13. Twin Loup right behind them with 12 turnovers of their own. So again, for Twin Loup, they were led by Elsie Otten with 6 points and Alexis Mahler with 5. For Anselmo-Merna, it was Lily Thornton with 6.
All right, thank you very much, Jeremy. Do want to remind you folks, Scott Harvey is your local Thrivent financial representative. He's named one of the world's most ethical companies for the 10th year in a row. They believe in serving their clients with excellence and integrity. Thrivent helps clients achieve financial clarity so they can live lives with meaning and gratitude. Give Scott a call, 872-2511, to learn how he can help you reach your goals with Thrivent Financial Representative. Again, we have a 21-16 lead for Anselmo-Merna at the halftime break. We'll get you ready for third quarter action when we come back here on 95.3.
That healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and environmentally sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies at Arrowseed's annual Soil Health Conference Wednesday, February 15th in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring Steve and Amber Kenyon from Greener Pastures Ranching. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by February 8th is required. To learn more and to register online, visit arrowseed.com or call Arrowseed in Broken Bow by February 8th.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer at 872-5105.
Government guaranteed loans have great advantages to propel you towards starting your business or selling your business, including long-term fixed interest rates, 30-year repayment terms, and limited down payment or equity requirements, and blue sky funding. The list of what they can be used for is even longer. Custer Federal State Bank has the solutions and programs to make your vision a reality. Talk to their lending team today. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
When we unlock the doors and turn on the lights at the grocery cart, we're excited to serve you with a smile and helpfulness that can't be matched. Our staff is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. It's our mission to offer you great prices in a store that is clean, organized, and convenient. Connect with us online at gkbrokenbow.com or come by and shop 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. East Highway to Broken Bow.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Merna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
We're back at Merna as we come to the end of halftime, 21-16, and Anselmo-Merna leading Twin Loup. Well, both of these fan bases are going to be very active on Saturday down in Kearney at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds Arena as the Class D Duels State Tournament gets underway at 9 a.m., Jeremy, on Saturday. And we're going to have Brent, Kirk, and Mick down there. Not only are they going to be calling Anselmo-Merna against Shelby Rising City and Twin Loup against Thayer Central. They'll be keeping an eye on Burwell in that first 9 o'clock matches. And then at 10:30, they'll be calling Broken Bow's match in the opening round against Loganview, and then also keeping track of Cozad. So be listening for 95.3 Saturday morning, the start of the Class D duels. Both these teams, good seeding, 2 for Anselmo-Merna, 3 for Twin Loup. Twin Loup with the basketball to start the third quarter. Shot put up by Alexis Mahler, no good. Rebound brought down, and a tie-up situation. It'll belong to Anselmo-Merna. Coyotes will come the other direction. It'll be Myers, picked up at the timeline. Had the ball popped away by Elsie Otten. AM will trigger right in front of their own bench. It'll be Bartok to do so, out to Myers. Crossover dribble to the left side. Works right side for Safranek. 2-3 zone. 3 ball by Miller off the mark and taken out of there by Horkey. Horkey took an extra step then. Wanted to pass it, I think, immediately, Jeremy, but then realized everybody was covered and just took that extra step.
Well, just like the shot that's wide open that we talked about earlier that can cause travels, the teammate that's wide open can cause it too.
3 ball out of the inbounds, no good for Priest, taken out of there by Mahler. Otten feeds ahead to Horkey. Horkey may have walked, but missed that shot from 15. Rebound by Barron, no good. And the follow taken out of, or the rebound taken out of there by Miller. Off to Bartok, to Priest, up top. Safranek for 18 feet, nope. Taken out of there by Folkers. Leads it ahead. Otten will run it into the forecourt. AM back defensively, works it right side for Mahler. Horkey over to Otten. Looking down low, nowhere to go. Horkey. Now Otten, Mahler lobbed down low to Barron. Couldn't get control of it underneath. Has to throw it up top for Otten, and they're going to call her with the walk.
That same type of turnover there. Just didn't put the ball on the floor before starting the run into the lane.
Well, every time that they collapse on Catherine Folkers, 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 defenders, sometimes Riley Barron is open on the weak side. Ball tipped by Otten and taken by Mahler, but tipped out of bounds. It'll be Twin Loups basketball in the backcourt. Horkey will toss it in. Gets it into Otten. She's picked up in the man-to-man by Bartok. Right side, Barron. Horkey around the perimeter. Looking down low is Otten, nowhere to go. Horkey back over to Barron. Took her eye off the ball on the pass. Looked like she wanted to make a quick pass and took her eye off it momentarily, and the turnover gives it back to Anselmo-Merna.
Well, 2 minutes almost into this third quarter, still no score. Both teams just trying to figure things out.
Bartok, her shot blocked and then retrieved by Safranek, and then Safranek's shot blocked, but a foul will go on Catherine Folkers, and that'll put Safranek to the line to shoot a pair.
That's Catherine's second.
Nobody really in any deep foul trouble.
Just 2.
Nobody with 3 or more. Safranek nails the free throw, and it's 22-16. The point was put up on the wrong side of the board, and now they'll get that corrected. Safranek, second one, that one's short, and Twin Loup will trigger it in. No backcourt pressure, just token pressure as Bartok will pick up Mahler. Reagan is in there, Reagan Mahler as well. Also into the lineup first time tonight, that's Aaron Smith. Shot from 3, no good by Mahler, long rebound. Miller, they've got numbers, 3-on-1. Miller down the left side, blocked from behind by Mahler. Rebound by Bartok, it couldn't go. Taken out of there by Smith. She'll give it off to Mahler. Mahler leads it ahead to Reagan Mahler. Back up top, Barron for a 3, no good. And cleared out of there by Myers. Outlet to Bartok. Brings it down the left side. Works it over to the right side. Myers now on the wing. Miller back to Myers. Wanted to shoot it up, but Catherine Folkers made her think twice. 3 ball is good for Addison Priest. Left open on the left side, and AM has their biggest lead of the night, 25-16.
Good looking shot there. Twin Loup allowed her too much time to get a clean look, and now they're going to turn it over.
Yep, over and back. Mahler trying to save it in, got there before it went out of bounds, but was into the backcourt. Folkers will come out. Grint will come back in. Safranek is back in.
Hasn't exactly been a scoring explosion for Anselmo-Merna here in the third so far. It's only 4 points, but when you're already down by several points at half, your room for error is very thin if you're Twin Loup.
Miller on the back door puts it home, and it's a double-digit lead now for the Lady Coyotes. 27-16. They had Barron momentarily. Smith will work it around over to Mahler. Cut off on the baseline. Out to Grant on the wing. Bounce up top for Aaron Smith. Smith just checking in the lineup, 5'5" junior. Reagan Mahler gives off to Grant. Bounce pass intended for Mahler, stolen away by Miller. Miller out in front, left-handed layup, too strong. Rebound, follow-up by Safranek, no good. Tipped out and controlled by Miller. Now Myers from the corner, no good. And the weak side rebound cleared out of there by Alexis Mahler. Feed ahead to Reagan Mahler. Crosses over, nicely done, and lays it home. She knew what she was going to do before she caught the ball. 27-18. And actually, Twin Loup really needed that one. That ends a 6-0 run to start the second half by AM. Miller and a reach-in foul. I believe that will go on Riley Barron. That's her first. Otten back in, Lily Thornton back in. And Madison Glidden will check in as well for Twin Loup. Miller to throw it in. Gets it into Safranek, open from 17. Off the mark, no good. Aaron Smith the rebound. Outlet to Otten. 3:43 to go, third quarter, 27-18. Anselmo-Merna. Glidden on the deep wing, up top for Smith. Back to Glidden. Now Otten with the quick first step. Drives, takes it in. Too strong. Weak side rebound. Grant, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds and stays with Twin Loup. Well, you talked about AM not having really a scoring explosion here tonight, but the reason they lead is because their defense.
Yeah, their defense has only allowed 2 points here in the third quarter, and when you're Twin Loup down 21-16 at the half, that makes it extremely hard to even come back.
Reagan Mahler going to be called for a moving screen as Carly Bartok was trying to fight her way through it. That's going to be the third team foul of the second half on Twin Loup. First one on Mahler. Ball intended for Miller, tipped away by Reagan Mahler. And Anselmo-Merna will trigger in front of their own bench, leading by 9. High post to Safranek. Nice bounce down low, but it kind of came up high on Coleman and couldn't control it. Bartok does a great job as she got pinned in underneath to knock the ball off one of the Twin Loup players. And the timeout's going to be taken by AM. We'll take it with them. 3:10 to go, third quarter, 27-18, and Anselmo-Merna.
Hometown pride. Wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Anselmo-Merna will trigger it in, leading by 9. 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Safranek into the paint, puts it up no good, but she'll draw the foul. And now fouls starting to mount up a little bit here in the second half for Twin Loup. And I believe that may go against Mahler again. Yes, that'll be her second, Reagan Mahler. Inbounds from Miller. She gets it in the corner to Coleman. Out top for Lily Thornton. Back to Miller. Nice give down low, but Safranek could not finish. Got it back. And a foul, I believe, on Glidden.
Yeah, she just got wrapped around Safranek's arm. She got her money's worth, that's for sure. Didn't allow a shot to go up, and it would have been a gimme for Safranek if she had been able to get her arm up to put up the shot.
And Glidden becomes the first player on either side with 3 fouls. And she'll come out of the lineup. Catherine Folker's back in. Alexis Mahler back in. Otten is out there now. Bartok bounced down low, stolen away by Grant. Behind the back pass. The no-look pass over to Otten. Feed over to Horkey from 8. It will not go. And the weak side rebound taken out of there by Thornton. Lead ahead. Bartok, nice bounce down low to Safranek. Had to fight off the steal and then bounced it down low, and Safranek put it home. Back to an 11-point game at 29-18, and now Otten with the double dribble.
Now she's kind of caught the turnover bug herself here in the third quarter. She's got a few herself of the double dribble and traveling variety. She's doing what she knows to do, is driving in, and she's very good at it. She's also good at playing defense like that. Just got it right back for Twin Loup.
Yeah, she stole that one away with the quick hands. Has the basketball as they'll bring it across the timeline. Over to Alexis Mahler, into the corner for Grant. Grant looking for the cutter. Nowhere to go, going to have to get rid of it. Does to Horkey up top. They'll pass it around the perimeter, trying to get it inside. Otten over to Grant on the left elbow. They'll bounce corner. Alexis Mahler, nice move. Dish out to Folkers. 14-footer, couldn't get it to go. Miller with the rebound, wants to run into the forecourt. Down the right side, stripped away momentarily and taken away by Otten, and a quick timeout taken by Twin Loup. And I believe this one will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for a second. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help you with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial is located downtown Broken Bow, 940 South D Street. We talked about we'll have the wrestling teams for both these fan bases, Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup, on the air on Saturday throughout all their matches. But we also see Twin Loup again next Tuesday at home against Sumner Eddyville Miller on 95.3. And then next Friday, I believe it's radio and video down in Ansley for Ansley Litchfield and Anselmo-Merna. Minute 41 to go here in the third quarter. Mahler into the corner for Grant. Up top for Horkey. Horkey bounces off to Grant. Now off the Horkey left wing. Goes to the dribble. Alexis Mahler drives, puts it up and in off the left side.
Off the left side, had it with a left hand and then did like the Michael Jordan switch into the right hand to throw it off the glass.
And you know, most her points have come here tonight from the left side of that rim. Seems to like that angle. And now Myers called for the walk. So a big minute 8 here of the third quarter as far as momentum going into the fourth. Twin Loup would like to cut it down to as little as 5 if they could here. And Anselmo-Merna would like to get it back up to a double-digit lead. Otten up top for Mahler. Mahler running, 12-footer, got it! She's fouled, it'll count. That one from the right side. So not real particular about which side she shoots from.
Well, and that's a big bucket because before that bucket was made, they were only getting outscored by 4 in this quarter. Now it's 2, and you could just about, if you've got a good 58 seconds here in you, if you're Twin Loup, you could even things up, and then you're right back to your halftime deficit.
First foul of the second half on AM, but the third on Carly Bartok. Free throw would not go, and out of bounds. It will belong to Anselmo-Merna as that was poked out by Grant.
Carly Bartok with 3 fouls, 2 for Shaylin Safranek. They're the only players that have more than 1 foul for AM at the moment.
A little bit of token pressure in the backcourt. Miller will get it into the forecourt. Working the right side, Safranek. Skip pass left side for Coleman. Out to Miller. Miller, 15-footer. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, though, as Priest. Her follow wouldn't go. Safranek follows no good. Tipped around, controlled by Grant. Stripped away from behind, but a foul will go on Lily Thornton. And on Lily, that's her second. No free throws for a while, as that's only the second team foul. 33 seconds to go in the third. 29-22 Anselmo-Merna. Alexis Mahler in the corner, up top for Barron. Barron gives off to Otten, 12-footer, couldn't get it to go. Coleman with the rebound. Feed ahead to Priest, back out to Safranik, top of the key. Coleman, 15-footer, no good. Long rebound, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Priest. It'll stay with Twin Loup. 8 seconds exactly remaining in this third quarter. 29-22. I think I said it would stay with Twin Loup. It stays with AM. Safranik on the drive, puts it in takes it into the paint, puts it up, no good. But she will go to the free throw line as that's the first foul on Alexis Mahler. She'll shoot 2. First one is up and good. 30-22. 4.8 seconds remaining in the third period. Safranik can build it back up to a 9-point lead and does. We'll see what kind of shot, if any, that Twin Loup can get. Into Mahler, going to have to run into the forecourt. Lost the ball, taken by Safranik. She'll just run out the quarter. And AM will head to the fourth with a 9-point advantage. The Lady Coyotes 31, the Lady Wolves of Twin Loup 22. Back with the fourth here on 95.3.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring you this broadcast. Did you know that we can treat you right in your home if you are not able to come into our clinic? We provide balance assessments and treatments, education on improving home safety, caregiver education, and evidence-based one-on-one care. These services are available out of all 5 of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Kearney, Burwell, and Gothenburg. Call us to learn more at 872-5111. For Team Physical Therapy, that's 872-5111.
8 minutes to go in regulation here as we go to the fourth quarter. Anselmo-Merna 31, Twin Loup 22. AM looking for their 9th win of the year in girls play. Twin Loup looking for their 13th. They have a deficit they're going to have to make up. They've got the basketball. Horky gets it in to Mahler. Alexis across the timeline. Original starting 5 in there for Twin Loup. Not the same for Anselmo-Merna as Thornton is in there. She did not start, and she'll get the rebound off the missed shot by Mahler. Thornton leads it ahead for Priest. Could not get it to her, and a turnover.
Well, if you're Twin Loup, you've got to take advantage of those turnovers that you're forcing against Anselmo-Merna. Get the scoring going on your side immediately following those. Seize the momentum.
Feed down low to Barron. Cross the baseline pass over to Mahler. Back out to Horky for a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound comes out long to Miller. Miller pushes down the right side. Lost it, got it back. Bounce down low to Safranik. Posting up on Folkers, nowhere to go. Left side for Priest. Now Coleman. Feed back to Priest in the middle. They work it around the perimeter. And Anselmo-Merna can just go ahead and pass around the perimeter if they want to. As Twin Loup still sitting in that zone. 3 ball no good by Priest. Lily Thornton will try to save it in, but Safranik could not handle the inbounds pass, and it'll turn over to Twin Loup. But AM killed off a minute 4 of the quarter with this possession.
Yeah, and being down, possessions are already at a premium, but when your opponent is moving the ball a lot without turning it over, they're even more of a premium. It's got to be ramped up on both sides by Twin Loup.
Miranda Olson will come back into the lineup now for Twin Loup. Otten down the right side, quick speed, 12-footer, got it. Quick burst of speed, got her into an open zone, and she put it home. 31-24. Full court press now, but AM able to handle it. Coleman along the baseline, cut off by Folkers. Off to Thornton, her shot's off the mark. Rebound, though, brought down by Safranik. Last touch by Twin Loup as it'll go out of bounds. And Twin Loup, we're seeing them starting to put a little pressure in the backcourt. We'll see if they get out. It looks like they're going to go to the man-to-man now. They were going to have to get out of that zone. Miller for three would not go. Long rebound, though, at the Priest. Back to Miller into the paint. 12-foot fadeaway, no good. Rebound, run down by Coleman in the corner. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Kirchman. 6:15 to go in the ball game. 31-24, Anselmo-Merna.
Cared for Sports has great gift ideas for your Valentine. Right now, get 20% off store-wide, just excluding GCI chairs. It's almost time to gear up for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Cared for Sports is a Chamber Love Local participant too, so shop and save 20% store-wide and also get entered in the Love Local Chamber promotion. Cared for Sports on the square in Broken Bow.
6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this one. 31-24 as Anselmo-Merna leads Twin Loup. Lady Coyotes with the basketball. From the corner, it'll be Miller to toss it in. Looking down low, instead we'll go to the outside for Safranek. Guarded there by Olsen. Loops it up top for Miller. Has a step, takes it to the right side. 8-foot fadeaway, no good. Rebound taken down by Folkers. Folkers, outlets to Otten. Otten quickly ahead to Barron. Barron down the right side, cut off. Looking for someone to pass it to. Tipped away, but got it back. Olsen to the high post for Folkers. Folkers back over to Olsen. Works the right side. Otten about 30 feet away. To Barron. In the corner right side for Olsen. First step and a foul. That's going to be 4 on Carly Bartok. Only the third team foul. And they'll trigger it in from the side. Bartok going to have to come out. Rhiannon Myers back in. Olsen near the bench. Slaps the ball, calls the play. Long pass over to Mahler into the paint. Might have had a shot, didn't see it. Off to Olsen. He'll knock down the 18-footer.
Well, she didn't see it because she knew Miranda was going to hit that shot.
31-26. It's a 5-point game. Thornton off to Miller. Miller on the drive, lost it, saves it in to Thornton. Back out to Safranek. Now Priest. Pump fakes, drives, puts it up, no good, but she drew the foul. And they're going to call it on the floor, but it'll be a 1-and-1 situation as they whistle that one on Riley Barrett.
Well, if you're Twin Loup, you're more than happy to see Anselmo-Merna continue to go for some of these contested shots and long three-point shots that are maybe not as much of a sure thing as a layup or a short shot would be. You just got to get those rebounds defensively.
Priest off the mark on the free throw, and Twin Loup will come the other direction. Cassidy Grant back in. Barron will sit down for the Lady Wolves.
Right, all things considered, it's just a 5-point game here for Twin Loup. They're very much in this thing, even though they haven't had a lead for a while.
A bucket here, and there it's a one-possession game. Cassidy Grant, good from 15. It is a 3-point game, 31-28. 6 in a row now for Twin Loup. Priest up top. Left side for Myers. On the wing, finds Miller. Works it back over the right side. 3-ball for Safranek, but she'll nail it. That's one you might go, oh, I don't know. But then when she hits it, she goes, yep. 34-28. Grant, skip pass over to Olsen. Check that's Glidden. Now the give to Grant along the baseline. Finds Otten. Otten on the drive. 15-footer, good.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, everybody's finding the hoop.
I like this pace, especially when these possessions are ending with scores.
4:16 remaining. 34-30, Anselmo-Merna. They've got the basketball. Safranek up top. Off balance. Gets it over to Myers. Now back to Safranek. Folkers on her in the man-to-man. And Safranek another 3, in and out. That one wouldn't go. Myers with the rebound, though. And AM, they got to love that Folkers is on her because they're bringing Safranek out deep, and that brings Folkers out defensively deep as well. You take that 6'3" player out of the center, and it helps you. off that rebound, a little tip around and a jump ball situation. It will stay with Anselmo-Merna with 3:52 remaining. Little wet spot on the court near the free throw line. They've got it taken care of. And McKenna Miller will toss it in. Baseline right side. And what'd we get?
Stepped on the baseline.
Did she step over the baseline or did a defender step over the baseline?
Oh, it looks like defender.
The defender stepped over the baseline. So it'll be a redo. They get a warning for that. I think the next one might be a technical. That's where we need Gavin Higgins around here.
Yeah, that's deep in the rule book.
That's deep in the rule book. Give and go as they find Lily Thornton for the layup. 36-30. Otten into the forecourt, center court. Works it over to the left side, deep on the wing. Gives up the dribble, now finds Madison Glidden, and Glidden's called for the walk before the shot. So now AM's got a big chance here, up by 6, to build further and make this more than a 2-possession game here.
Seems like every time Twin Loup hits, AM has an immediate response.
Thornton had to go to the ground to get that ball that was loose. They get it over to Safranek, and down low, intended for Myers, saved in, but into the hands of Otten. Twin Loup feet ahead, and the timeout going to be taken by Twin Loup. They'll take it with 3:06 to go in regulation, 36-30, and Anselmo-Merna will be back after this.
Anytime is a good time to buy plants because of indoor plants. The Garden Center has some rare and exciting indoor plants you need to lay eyes on. They're priced right and they're rare. Some might even call them unusual. They will satisfy your need for something new and different. They have the potting soil, creative and stylish pots, and plant displays you need too. Closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Open year-round for you, the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Let the games begin. Burning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the bleachers, sidelines, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, reimburse friends and family for concession stand goods with Zelle, and even set up automatic payments or reminders to never miss a payment again with Bill Pay. The ball is in your court. Burning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all student athletes a safe and successful season. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Jeremy, how big was that three-pointer that Shaylin Safranek nailed when it was 31-28? All the momentum had gone to Twin Loup, and that's a shot we were kind of curious whether she should have taken, but she hit nothing but the net on it.
Well, if you're going to take him, you're going to take him with the amount of confidence that she did. It was a big swinging point in this game because if you miss that, Twin Loup can come down and pull to within one or tie the basketball game.
Otten with the basketball, give and go down low to Grant, and that shot from 8 would not fall. Taken out of there by Bartok. Lead is 6 for Anselmo-Merna. They've got the basketball. Clock is on their side with 2:48 remaining. They are in the bonus. So if Twin Loup decides to go for steals, they can put them on the line. Miller's got a step, drives, puts it up and in. McKenna Miller off the right side. And AM leads it by 8, 38-30. Otten on the left side. Nice crossover dribble. Takes it along the baseline. And a foul going to be called on Anselmo-Merna. I think they'll get McKenna Miller here. That's who they'll give it to. Only the 4th team foul, but yet it was a shooting foul. So Elsie Otten at the free throw line, no good. She'll have a second one. Twin Loup boys team kind of looking in here. We'll have the boys game to follow. Jeremy will have the call on that one. Otten dips the knees, puts it up, and bangs it home. 38-31, 2:25 left. Full court pressure, 1-2-2. Feed over to the right side. Myers takes it in, guarded very closely, nowhere to go. Trying to get rid of it, and a timeout taken by Coach Kirchman. 2:14 remaining, we'll take it with them. 7-point advantage for AM, 38-31.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Friedling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in regulation. AM, they have led almost the entire game. They're up by 7, 38-31. They've got the basketball. Miller to Myers, tipped up top, intended for Thornton, tipped away by Mahler. Mahler into the forecourt, runs it down, gets it out now to Grant, over to Reagan Mahler, to Otten, open from 12, got it! Big steal and hoop for Twin Loup, and then another steal by Otten. Over to Mahler, too strong, tipped around, taken by Alexis Mahler. Back out to Grant. They'll reset their offense. Finds Reagan Mahler out near the timeline, 1:40 remaining. Otten on the left side, 38-33. Skip pass over to Alexis Mahler. Drives, 10-footer, good! It's a one-possession game, 38-35. Another steal. Otten, did she go over and back? Saved it anyway, and it's taken away by Myers. Myers has it poked away by Otten. The chaotic pace favoring Twin Loup right now.
Yeah, when you're down and trying to come back late in the game, you make things crazy. You get the crowd behind you, and you make your opponent think about every single thing that they do.
38-35, 1:19 remaining. Anselmo-Merna with the lead and the basketball. Miller tosses it in to Safranek. She hit the big three when this lead was cut to 3 earlier in this quarter. Down low, Bartok puts it up and in! Posted up from 5 feet away. 40-35, 1:06 remaining.
What a time to score your first 2 points.
Off to Horkey. Horkey into the forecourt. Now Alexis Mahler, top of the key. Otten on the wing, under a minute remaining. And the ball intended for Folkers, couldn't handle it, taken away by Miller. Miller into the forecourt, gives off to Safranek. She can hold the ball, and she's just going to back it out with 43 seconds remaining. Down low, Safranek to Thornton. Shot blocked by Mahler, no good. Tipped around, that was actually blocked by Horkey. And then off of AM, so with 33.9 remaining, Twin Loup will have the basketball. Again, they're down by 5. Inbounds will go to Alexis Mahler. Brings it across the timeline, off to Otten. They're going to have to run their offense quickly. Otten working against Bartok. Bounce to the high post. Over to Alexis Mahler. Now Reagan Mahler from 18. Got it!
Oh, what a shot.
A bit off balance. And now inbounds goes to Miller. Down to 14 seconds remaining. The pass to Priest. Priest in the forecourt, and a timeout. No, a foul. Going to be called on Otten. She got a quick foul with 10.3 remaining. That'll put Addison Priest to the line for a 1-and-1 as Anselmo-Merna is in the bonus, but not the double bonus yet. Priest with a big one right here. Puts it up, no good. I don't think it hit iron.
It didn't hit iron. Nobody should be able to. It all works out, but that's 2 seconds lost that Twin Loup really wanted. And I'm not surprised that I'm not hearing more complaints about this from the Twin Loup folks, because that didn't draw iron. It should have been called dead, and that 2 seconds should not have come off of the clock. In fact, it should have been called a no shot, and it should have been Twin Loup's ball to begin with. They get the ball anyway, so that's no harm, no foul. But that 2 seconds is big, especially when you've got to go the entire length of the floor right here. So they're going to have to draw up a play. They're down 3. They can tie this thing up, or
they can try to go inside and hope that Anselmo-Merna is being told in their huddle right now not to foul, and then go back to the foul game. Problem is, 8 seconds now. You probably only have time for a trip down the floor one time. We're probably going to see a three-pointer here from Twin Loup.
And the only thing I can think of here, Jeremy, and that is it was off to the right side and banked off the backboard, but maybe it just skimmed.
I didn't. If it did, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
It didn't
either.
change direction. I'd be wanting that 2 seconds back if I'm Twin Loup.
Inbounds will go to Otten. They need a 3 feet ahead, but Glidden, her 3 blocked by Safranek, and then a foul.
What a block.
They had it set up. Safranek, though, stepped out there and blocked it. She has come up with the big plays here in the second half. The big 3 once Twin Loup had got it down to 3 to double the lead, and now a big block on a 3 there. It'll be a 1-and-1, but only 3 seconds left. Free throw is up and good, and that pretty much puts the nail in the coffin for Twin Loup.
That's also Coach Kirchman knowing who the shooters on Twin Loop's team is. It's Glidden. He puts Safranek with some height on her. She gets the block to seal this one.
Makes them both. Inbounds will go to Otten, over to Mahler from half court. She'll launch it. It's no good. And Anselmo-Merna improves to 9-7 on the year. Twin Loup falls to 12-7. The Lady Coyotes 42. The Lady Wolves of Twin Loop 37. Jeremy's figuring up the final stats. We'll come back and pass them along to you after this on 95.3.
Student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
A to Z Lawn Pro is moving. But don't worry, they'll continue to offer their great services such as fertilizer, weed, and bare ground programs. Plus, they'll help you with grass seedings during the spring and fall seasons. Their new shop will be at their house. The address is 2056 North 9th Avenue. A handy payment drop box will be out front. Their phone number's changing too. It's now 308-870-1762. A couple of changes, but the same great service from A to Z Lawn Pro.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
The Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale is February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska. Over 65 bulls will be selling, with sires represented, including Myers, Fair and Square, Marcy's Panhandle, Sits Resilient, and more. If you're looking for bulls that are naturally sound, stout, and good-footed, don't miss the Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale on February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska, starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. For more information, go to thecattlemenscut.com or like their Facebook page, The Cattlemen's Cut. That's quality bred on, not fed on.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. by Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
The first half of our doubleheader is over with, the girls' game, and it was Anselmo-Merna with the victory, 42-37 over Twin Loup. And we congratulate the Lady Coyotes on picking up their 9th win of the year against 7 losses, and they'll prepare to continue to battle some tough teams as they'll play on the road against Maywood Hayes Center on Saturday night. Jeremy's got the final stats on this one. 5-point victory for the Lady Coyotes, and with the numbers, here is Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll start with Twin Loup. They were led in scoring by Elsie Otten, who had 13, 11 for Alexis Mahler, 4 points for Reagan Mahler, 3 points for Catherine Folkers, and 2 apiece for Miranda Olson, Madison Glidden, and Cassidy Grint. For Twin Loup, 37 points on the evening, 4 of 9 from the free throw line, 26 rebounds in this one. For Anselmo-Merna, they were led in scoring by Shaylin Safranik. She had 14. 10 of those were in the second half. 8 points put in by McKenna Miller as well as Lily Thornton. 5 points for Addison Priest, 3 for Riley Schmidt, and 2 apiece by Shaylee Coleman as well as Carly Bartok. And from the free throw line, 6 of 11 for Anselmo-Merna. Rebounding, 31 for Anselmo-Merna, 26 for Twin Loup. So again, for the Wolves, it was Elsie Otten with 13, Alexis Mahler with 11. For Anselmo-Merna, it was Shaylin Safranik with 14, with 8 apiece, McKenna Miller and Lily Thornton.
And as I mentioned, Anselmo-Merna will be on the road on Saturday against Maywood Hayes Center. Twin Loup will be on the road tomorrow night against Elba, and then back home on Saturday. So a very busy weekend for them. They'll host Chambers Wheeler Central on Saturday night. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back with the boys' end of the doubleheader as we continue with our broadcast from Myrna tonight on 95.3.
to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
We treated you to a little bit of rock music. Now it's time to treat you to more basketball here on KBBN 95.3 FM. We are set for the boys contest between Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna here at Anselmo-Merna High School. Anselmo-Merna coming into this one with a record of 0-16. Twin Loup a record of 3-13. Before we get into more of the specifics, we want to thank the sponsors making this broadcast possible for you. They include Clang Financial, Fort County Heating and Air, Thrivent Financial, Scott Harvey, Consolidated, Cattleman's Cut, Central Nebraska Electric, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, The Garden Center, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. Thank you as well to the sponsors making the video broadcast available for those of you that are watching on St. Hills Express on YouTube and Facebook. It is brought to you by Broken Bow Livestock, Moline Seed and Fence, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, Insurance of the Heartland, Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Lines Appliance Broken Bow, Meade Lumber, Palmer Monument, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Colligan, Del Moniger and Tim Wright, your local Colligan men, and the Grocery Cart. We'll hear from some of those sponsors, and when we come back, I'll welcome Larry in, and we'll get you set up for the boys contest between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
The Cattleman's Cup Bull Sale is February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska. Over 65 bulls will be selling, with sires represented, including Myers, Fair and Square, Marcy's Panhandle, Sits Resilient, and more. If you're looking for bulls that are naturally sound, stout, and good-footed, don't miss the Cattleman's Cup Bull Sale on February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska, starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. For more information, go to thecattlemenscut.com or like their Facebook page, The Cattleman's Cut. That's quality bred on, not fed on.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Ag producers know that healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and environmentally sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies at Arrow Seed's annual Soil Health Conference Wednesday, February 15th in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring Steve and Amber Kenyon from Greener Pastures Ranching. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by February 8th is required. To learn more and to register online, visit arrowseed.com or call Arrow Seed in Broken Bow by February 8th.
And again, we welcome you back to Anselmo-Merna High School. The boys contest sits in front of us. Welcome in my broadcast partner, Larry Kottner. Larry, this is a contest between two teams that haven't exactly had things go their way this year, but it's an opportunity for them to come out on the basketball court, learn more about their opponents and themselves, and maybe get a W.
Well, and they played just last week in the consolation bracket of the MNAC tournament, and it went to overtime before Twin Loup was able to come up with the win in that one. So does that help Twin Loup getting ready for tonight's game and with confidence, or is it Anselmo-Merna thinking, okay, this is our chance now to get revenge? But for AM, this is their best chance for a win this year tonight, because it gets just totally tough after this evening. Their next three opponents are combined 44-7. Two of them are ranked 1 and number 6 in the state. The third one's not too bad either. So it's not going to be an easy week, all on the road after this. So Twin Loup here tonight on their home court, it's going to be the best chance for the Coyotes to get a win this year. And for Twin Loup, they've picked up 3. They're looking at Elba tomorrow night on the road, at home against Chambers Wheeler Central on Saturday night. They're looking for a clean sweep of 3 this weekend and try to double their win total.
Yeah, and then they've got a tough schedule, as far as the amount of games they're going to play in just a few more days than the games that they're not playing games as their counterpart, the girls basketball team. Twin Loup still has, including this one, they've got 6 games to play between now and the 17th of February to round out their season. So plenty of work for them to do ahead, and certainly they would like to spur things off right here by getting back-to-back wins against Anselmo-Merna. As both of these teams continue to warm up, you alluded to it as far as what each of these teams could be thinking coming out of that game last week. What I can tell you their coaches are thinking is, hey, this gives me some film to look at of my team playing their team directly. You don't have to worry about how the opponent matches up against other people in that film, because the only film you're probably watching the most of is the film from last game, and then you can make your adjustments from that directly.
Yeah, and you can see what worked, what didn't work, and maybe a better matchup defensively on somebody that you were playing. And the difference between the two teams isn't that much, and so some adjustments could make a difference. And it could make a difference in AM winning. It could make a difference in Twin Loup maybe even winning bigger than they did last week.
Well, I think the argument could be made that 2 close teams playing the first time and having a really close game is fun, but even more fun is seeing how those teams come back and play against each other a second time. Should be a lot of fun. We'll step away one last time. When we come back, we'll have the tip for you here on KBBN, as well as Sandhills Express, YouTube, and Facebook video.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Ask Shelter Agent Brent Custer about Shelter's competitive renters insurance rates.
Governmental guaranteed loan programs can make dreams happen. That's why Custer Federal State Bank is passionate about helping you with them. Their SBA lending team can help you navigate the process of launching your business and also guide business owners looking to sell or transition their work to another person. Don't let worrying about the ins and outs of getting started push your dreams aside. Talk to Custer Federal State Bank of Broken Bow and Kearney, member FDIC.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the Grocery Cart, Broken Bow.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Agland ATV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland ATV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use. Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Twin Loup. Aaron Glendy, a sophomore 5'8", Ryan McBride, a sophomore 5'11", Grant Otten, a sophomore 5'7", Emmett Sortum, a sophomore 6'1", and Waylon McBride, a junior 5'9". For Anselmo-Merna, Colin Wright, a freshman 5'11", Colin Cooksley, a junior 5'11", Owen Cantrell 5'11", a junior, Quentin Myers, junior 5'10", and Alex Eunice is a senior 6 feet tall. And I believe right out of the gate here, we had a whistle and over and back, Larry?
Yeah, over and back. The tap was controlled by Anselmo-Merna in the forecourt, and then the immediate pass to the backcourt.
Twin Loup on the far side of the basketball court. They're opening possession of this one. Just 10 seconds gone in it. In the corner, going baseline, and stepping on the baseline was Twin Loup's Waylon McBride. So a couple of turnovers for each of these teams to open up this contest.
And Anselmo-Merna with the basketball in the forecourt.
And ball's on the floor. Coyotes recover it and throw it out of the near sideline. Almost flirted with the baseline, then the sideline. Almost a travel. And it's back to Twin Loup.
Quentin Myers did get a good look at a three that just wouldn't go for him.
40 seconds gone in this one. Twin Loup with it far side of the basketball court. They get it down inside. Waylon McBride turns, shoots, and hits from just 5 feet out. That was a good job to find his placement in the air. Myers with it. High post. They kick it out. Shot from three from right. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound Twin Loup. Wolves with the 2-0 lead with the basketball in the half court. They play a little bit of catch. A little bit of triangle catch over on the near side. Now skip it over to Otten. Otten was looking inside for McBride, but it's turned over back to Anselmo-Merna.
Both teams with 2 turnovers here in the early going of this game.
Bringing it up for AM, it's Colin Cooksley. Anselmo-Merna searching for their first score of this one, down 2-0. Will it be the three? It won't be the three. It's picked up by AM. They get it down inside. Having his shot blocked was Alex Eunice. He wanted a foul on that one. He's pointing to his wrist saying he got slapped, but AM does retain possession. Myers got a good open look from three again, though, at the beginning of that one, Larry.
Yeah, he did again, and it just hit off the heel of the iron.
Speaking of threes, there's one for Colin Cooksley, and it's a 3-2 lead now for Anselmo-Merna.
We saw Colin Cooksley have a pretty good night up in Dunning here a couple of weeks ago.
2-3 defense from Anselmo-Merna. A three-pointer is up for Ryan McBride. He can't get it to fall. Twin Loup will go back on defense after the ball bounces on the baseline. 2 minutes gone in this one. Myers brings it up across half court. Keys it ahead. Cantrell with it, lobs it over. Cooksley steps in, steps out, can't get the shot to go. Myers rips away the rebound underneath, and it pinballs around into the hands of Colin Wright, who attacks, can't get the score. Rebound Aaron Glendy. Twin Loup, the all maroon with gray trim. A little bit of black in there, I think, as well. They're back on the far side of the court. McBride lobs it in, has it tapped back to him from the defense of the Coyotes. Far side, it's Otten. Now back up top, Glendy. Back to Otten, drives baseline. Little floater, gets it to go from 6 feet out. Nice looking shot.
Yep, he's left-handed, and he was able to get the right angle to get that shot down.
Coyotes back in the half court. They trail 3-4.
Myers with it just inside the circle, gets it inside to Eunice, kicks it back out to Myers, who backs it up. Takes the three, hits the three. Nice looking shot from Quentin Myers. Just kind of decided to step back, and the defense gave him the area he needed, so he took it.
He's had some good looks, and that one goes down for him.
He almost got a steal there as he knocked it out of the hands of Ryan McBride. Twin Loup retains possession, though. McBride gets it into Glendy. He takes a couple of dribbles. High post inside to Sortum. Sortum back out to Glendy. His three can't roll in. Nice rebound underneath by Colin Cooksley, who high pointed it. Myers into the front court. Scoop pass was knocked out of there by Twin Loop's defense, and now Myers a little bit off on the pass inside to Colin Wright across the lane. It's a turnover back to Twin Loup.
Both teams trying to settle into their half-court offense. Occasionally, we've seen a couple of good buckets from the outside for Anselmo-Merna and a couple of good buckets from the inside for Twin Loup.
AM back on defense, enjoying a 6-4 lead. Shot put up. McBride can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out of there by Waylon McBride. He was trying to do a little post-to-post pass to his teammate Grant Otten, but AM slaps it out of there. First substitution of the game for Twin Loup. In comes Mace Barron. And in for Anselmo-Merna, Ethan Chandler, the 5'9 junior. Glendy to key it in, throws it all the way up top to Barron. Gets it over far side to Brian McBride. And now Glendy near side. Glendy over to McBride. Barron, three up, three down. Mace Barron comes in cold off the bench and hits a quick three.
Well, that'll get you a good feel off the bench. Come in and knock down your first one from long range.
The lead changes again. We might want to start that tally, Larry. What is that, our third lead change?
Yeah, it's been tight.
Tough angle on the drive by Colin Cooksley. Its last touch by Twin Loup will stay on this side, out of bounds on the baseline. Coming in for AM is Caden Record, 5'11 freshman. Wright will key it in. Quick discussion between the officials. Now Wright tosses it into Myers. Touch pass. Over to Cooksley, back to Myers, deep three again, almost the same spot from a hit earlier. Rebound Twin Loup, but they turn it over immediately. Back comes AM. Myers, skip pass over to Chandler. Chandler, one dribble, now up top to Colin Cooksley. Now Quentin Myers thought about the three, skips it over to Chandler instead. He takes the three, high arcing shot, hits the bottom of the net for three for the Coyotes.
Well, you thought maybe that might get up into the rafters there and knock some stuff off the ceiling.
It got up there. 5 minutes gone, and it's been back and forth so far in this one. Coyotes 9, Twin Loup 9 after that shot put up by Waylon McBride.
And both teams are balancing it out. 4 different players for Twin Loup, 3 different ones from Anselmo-Merna. All of the Coyotes' points have come from three-point land.
My apologies, that was Ryan McBride, not Waylon, as hitting a three on the other end is Colin Cooksley to answer for Anselmo-Merna, and both of these teams have to be super happy with what their offense is doing so far.
6 points now for Colin Cooksley.
Ryan McBride with it to Glendy in the corner, and a foul called away from the ball. This is going to be on Waylon McBride. I think they're saying he used his arms a little bit too much to clear some room against Colin Cooksley on the block.
First foul of the ball game, kind of like the girls' game, about the same distance in. 5 minutes and 49 seconds into the game, our first foul of the contest.
Josiah Griffith into the basketball game for AM. They bring it into the front court with Cooksley. Myers in the corner, Waylon McBride on him. One dribble, and they work it around far side. It's intercepted. Mace Barron comes away with the pick. Gets it to Glendy, and we're off and running with Twin Loup. They're down 3. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Glendy over far side. Otten with it. Grant drives, kicks it off. Waylon McBride open, can't get it to go. Myers the rebound for AM. Quentin quickly ahead. Gets it to Chandler. Had it in the corner. Didn't like what he saw, passed it out. Shot from just outside the free throw line. Hard off the backboard. Griffith can't get it to go. It's one and done again as Twin Loup the defensive rebound. Aaron Glendy into the front court, dribbles forward, kicks it off. They get it down to Waylon McBride, goes up, left it short over Myers, who comes down with the defensive rebound. That shot is there for Waylon. He's just leaving it short. It's open.
Yeah, he's had a couple of good looks there.
Griffith up top now to Myers. High post look. They get it back out to Josiah Griffith. He passes it out, almost picked off there by Twin Loup. Now Myers near side. Goes baseline, cut off, lost it, recovers, backs into the corner, and can't get the three-pointer to go. But this one's going to go off of Twin Loup on the fight for the rebound.
Well, one thing when Quentin Myers goes up for his threes, they're fadeaway threes, and he's not able to follow those shots then. And when they kick off the heel of the rim, they're coming back towards him, but he's not in that position anymore.
Chandler with it, over to Cooksley. One dribble back to Josiah Griffith. Now Chandler near side. Over to Myers. Holds up from the volleyball spike line. They work it around. Chandler pokes up a three. Left it long. McBride, the rebound inside, gives it off to Ryan McBride. 35 seconds to go first quarter in this tight contest. Mace Barron wants another three. Just missed that one. One and done. AM pulls down the defensive rebound with record. Myers stops on the near side. McBride goes up on him. Chandler receives a skip pass. Up top. They're trying to get it inside, looking inside to Caden Record, but they can't get it there. Myers glances at the clock. They're going to get one shot here. Quinton dribbles forward, triple team, skip pass over to Chandler. The three is up, and he missed everything as we head to the second quarter. Anselmo-Merna 12, Twin Loup 9 here on KBBN and Sandhills Express Video.
Not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial is located in downtown Broken Bow, 940 South D Street. Thank you very much to Klang Financial, bringing you this sports broadcast.
Well, kind of interesting. It's Anselmo-Merna shooting from the three-point line. They have not hardly shot a shot inside the three-point line, but they have knocked down 4 in that first quarter. Both teams looking against a zone defense as both coaches have chosen to go with 2-3 zones to start this game.
Tends to favor outside shooting. It forces your opponent to take three-point shots, but both of these teams have hit three-point shots to start this one. We've got a 12-9 game in favor of Anselmo-Merna. Glendy has his pass intercepted. It makes its way into the hands of Quentin Myers, who brings it into the front court. Over to Chandler, lost it. Griffith tried to recover it, but lost it again. And Glendy controls it for Twin Loup.
And Anselmo-Merna has switched up from that 2-3 to a 1-2-2 with Ethan Chandler out there on the top end.
So we'll see how Twin Loup settles in against this defense. Glendy just kind of settles in there on the weak side and has it knocked away. He was looking inside for a post-to-post pass. Chandler comes away with it. Anselmo-Merna in the half court. Myers with it. Deep three-pointer. Off the back of the rim. Can't get it to go. His teammate, Record, tracks it down and is fouled.
And that's only going to be the second foul of the ball game. And both are against Twin Loup. This one's going to go against Ryan McBride.
Just almost a minute into the second quarter. Still says first quarter up on the board, but it is in fact the second quarter. We'll wait how long it takes that to confuse me. Myers gets it inside. Chandler, nice cut, goes across, can't get the lay-in to go on the feed inside. Twin Loup the other way with Glendy. Glendy, Euro step, runs into Myers, lots of contact, no call either way. Coyotes get the turnover. Colin Cooksley off to Griffith. Cooksley settling in at the high post, looking for the feed there. They go instead to Myers, near side. To Griffith, drives in, cut off, kicks it out. Colin Cooksley, shot fake, floater, off glass. It's good from 10 feet out. Good looking offense there from Colin Cooksley, the junior.
He leads all players in this game with 8 points.
Glendy with it for Twin Loup. Still that 1-2-2 defense for the Coyotes. Kind of a matchup at the top. Chandler kind of chasing around Glendy a bit. McBride, a three from the corner. Whalen can't get it to go. Rebound ripped out of there by Sortum. And on the recovery, Twin Loup turns it over back to AM.
That last bucket, by the way, for Anselmo-Merna, their first two-pointer of the night.
Anselmo-Merna into the front court. Myers with it far side. Quentin holds up. The count starts. Kicks it across. Cooksley can't hit the three. Weak side rebound is fought for, but with his leg on the line was Ethan Chandler. It'll go back to Twin Loup.
Good job of battling for that ball was Ethan Chandler, but when he went to the ground, that left foot kicked out there and got along the baseline.
Glendy will bring it up. Wolves haven't scored in this second quarter. Coyotes have put up 2. They work it inside. Turnaround jumper. Making it look easy. Emmett Sortum. That's not an easy shot, though. Jumped with his back to the hoop and figured it out when he got in the air.
His first 2 points of the ball game.
Myers near side to Chandler. Now in the corner, it's Cooksley. Trying to get it inside, taking glances at Alex Eunice. Myers hands it off. Griffith, who gives it back. Now Quentin, a couple of dribbles. Gives it out to Chandler. At least it looked like he was going to. Now Cooksley, high post, who gives it back. Under 5 to go here, second quarter. 3-point lead for the Coyotes. Twin Loup turns them over. They were looking inside, but Myers had his pass punched out of there.
Good job by Sortum to get it in there. You could hear that bat probably on the radio.
Almost a similar looking shot. Missed the first time around by Sortum on his follow. He gets fouled the second time around.
First AM foul of the ball game. And they're going to credit this one to Alex Eunice.
Waiting to check in for Anselmo-Merna. Owen Cantrell over there. Also Colin Wright getting ready to come back into the game. Both starters. Free throw for Emmett Sortum. Falls. And it's a 14-12 game.
First free throw of the ball game. All 3 points in this quarter for Twin Loup by Emmett Sortum.
Waylon McBride comes in for Ryan McBride for Twin Loup. And the second one falls for Emmett Sortum as well. Feels like free throws are going to be big in this game. You can kind of tell that here even in the second quarter.
And at this rate right now, we might not see a lot of them. It's only had 3 fouls called so far, but down the stretch, you know that's going to be key.
Step back, put up by Colin Wright. Can't get it to go. Waylon McBride, the rebound underneath. Glendy with it, up ahead to Otten. Grant Otten with the dribble, gets it inside, and receives it back. Waylon McBride with it in the corner. Lobs it over to Glendy, off fingertips of the Coyotes. Glendy gathers in the lane. I saw him warming up, practicing that very move, and it looked pretty darn good on offense for Twin Loup.
Well, he used that big step and changed the direction away from the defender, and now that is the 6th different player to score for Twin Loup.
Now Eunice traveled with it, went up for an open shot, but because McBride jumped in the air and challenged it, Alex didn't want to put it up. He came back to the floor and traveled with it. It's a 15-14 lead for Twin Loup in this one after that last make from Glendy.
And the Wolves right now are on a 6-0 run.
Aaron Glendy, far side, gets it inside to Sortum. They work it around. Mace Barron. Now Ryan McBride wants 3, can't get it to go. Running and skying for the scoop layup on the putback is Aaron Glendy. And a timeout is called by AM. Hopefully they're hoping to stop the bleeding. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll bring you more of the second quarter here on 95.3.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School. 3:26 left in the second quarter. Those of you watching the video stream, you'll see the scoreboard up on the screen. That's incorrect. It is the second quarter, and they just change it. So now we're all up to date. Coyotes in the half court. They're down 3. 3 up from Caden Record. Can't get it to fall. Glendy, the weak side rebound. Eyes up the floor. Doesn't find anything. Coyotes doing a consistent good job of running back against Twin Loup. Waylon McBride out to Mace Barron. Now Glendy who backs it out. 3 to go here, first half. Aaron Glendy over to Ryan McBride. Drives, stops short of Myers' defense. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound pulled out of there by Anselmo-Merna. Cantrell into the front court. Puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall. Mace Barron the weak side rebound. And it's one and done again for Anselmo-Merna. Glendy was looking all the way up the court. It was a good idea to Waylon McBride. He was behind the defense. It's poked down to there, though, by AM. Will stay with Twin Loup under their hoop. Mace Barron and Ryan McBride play a little bit of catch. Mace Barron wants a deep 3. Now takes it off the side of the rim. Can't get it to fall. It will go to Anselmo-Merna.
And right now, both teams trying to find their pace. Twin Loup had looked good on about their previous 4 possessions, but the last 2 have not been what they wanted. And for AM, it's been a little while since they've gotten a good look at the basket that wasn't hurried.
AM, ball is tipped away. Tracking it down a long ways away is Cooksley. And it's off of Twin Loup in that far corner. Probably the hardest place for us to see from our vantage point. It's as far away from us as you can get. It's off of Twin Loup back to AM.
Cooksley did a good job after that ball was tipped of not making that a turnover.
3 put up by Cooksley. Can't get it to fall. Waylon McBride is tied up underneath with Owen Cantrell. Possession arrow still points to Anselmo-Merna. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
It's been a fairly fast-moving first half.
Cantrell gets it into Myers. Myers, double team, dribbles out of it. Quinton throws up a 3. The defense left him, and he makes them pay.
And that breaks an 8-0 run that Twin Loup had going on.
It breaks the 8-0 run, and it ties our contest at 17 apiece. They were looking for Barron inside. Barron thought he was fouled. It's knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with Twin Loup. Glendy to key it in from the baseline. Baseball pass over to Barron. 3 from the corner, partially blocked. And a foul called.
That's going to be called on Sortum. The official from out top made that call. And it looked like he went over the back from that angle. And so third team foul, first one on Sortum.
Cooksley into the front court. Collin now goes far side. They skip it near side. Quentin Myers. Glendy, defense on him. Myers now dribbles it out. 1:14 to go, first half. Myers picks up his dribble, gets it inside. Kick out to Cooksley. Can't get it to go. Skying for the rebound. A Coyote and a Wolf. And a tie-up is called.
And this time it will go over to Twin Loup.
Sortum and Cantrell fighting hard down inside for that one. But no one could come away with it.
You know, Jeremy, you could see why these two teams last week went into overtime. They're pretty evenly matched.
They are. And the matchups all the way across the board, even with substitutions, are pretty even. We're knotted at 17 apiece. A minute to go first half between Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna. Twin Loup basketball. Mace Barron with it, back up to Glendy. 10 more seconds gone, 50 remaining. Mace Barron fouled. They could get a couple of different Coyotes on this one, so I won't elude to guess. I have an idea. Yeah, it is on Quentin Myers. Got Mace Barron across the arm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. Caden Record was also in that vicinity.
Barron can't get the first free throw to fall. Only 5 total fouls between these two teams here in the first half. That also sets us up for a very physical second half as well. As coming into the game for the first time, Justin Folkers, the 6'4" sophomore.
Yeah, no one's got more than 1 foul in this game.
Barron breaks the 17-point tie, hits the second free throw. Myers into the front court. 45 seconds to work with for the Coyotes. We'll see if they try to hold for one shot here. High post look. Myers to Cooksley. Nice move in the lane, and AM elects to score immediately. They go up by 1.
Cooksley now in double figures with 10.
Inside 30 seconds to go. Glendy brings it up for Twin Loup. Glendy with the bounce, holds it up over to Mace Barron. Barron gives it back. 18 seconds now. Mace Barron, baseball pass. Ryan McBride attacks immediately, goes up, scores it. And now all of a sudden, we're trading baskets. 20-19, Twin Loup. Quentin Myers gives it off. Cooksley, 3. Gets it to go! Gets the lucky bounce just before the buzzer. It's 22-20. Anselmo-Merna over Twin Loup at the half. We'll step away. When we come back, Larry will give you a look at the halftime numbers here on 95.3 KBBN, as well as Sand Hills Express YouTube and Facebook video.
Therapy. We are your complete physical therapy stop, from babies to the elder, from sports injuries to joint replacements, from dry needling to manual techniques. We have it all for you. 872-5111. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, Kearney, or Callaway. Call for your complete physical therapy needs and to a healthier 2023. Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111.
Geared for Sports has great gift ideas for your Valentine. Right now, get 20% off store-wide, just excluding GCI chairs. It's almost time to gear up for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Geared for Sports is a Chamber Love Local participant too, so shop and save 20% store-wide and also get entered in the Love Local Chamber promotion. Geared for Sports on the square in Broken Bow.
Anytime is a good time to buy plants because of indoor plants. The Garden Center has some rare and exciting indoor plants you need to lay eyes on. They're priced right and they're rare. Some might even call them unusual. They will satisfy your need for something new and different. They have the potting soil, creative and stylish pots, and plant displays you need too. Closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Open year-round for you, the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Friedling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
A to Z Lawn Pro is moving, but don't worry. They'll continue to offer their great services such as fertilizer, weed, and bare ground programs. Plus, they'll help you with grass seedings during the spring and fall seasons. Their new shop will be at their house. The address is 2056 North 9th Avenue. A handy payment drop box will be out front. Their phone number's changing too. It's now 308-870-1762. A couple of changes, but the same great service from A to Z Lawn Pro.
Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School as we are at the half of the boys contest. Anselmo-Merna leads it 22-20. We're a little bit less than 6 minutes away from second half action as those in attendance and those of you that are watching are being treated to some entertainment from some little coyote dancers that are out there. Heard the announcement made that these are 6th grade and down as far as Anselmo-Merna Public Schools goes, and they're putting on quite the show for those in attendance here. So we'll try to not draw too much attention to ourselves up here as we are at halftime, and they're going to get a much deserved round of applause here. Larry, let's take a look at those halftime numbers.
All right, let's take a look at, first of all, Anselmo-Merna that leads here at halftime, 22-20. It's been the Colin Cooksley show. He is one of 3 players in the scorebook for Anselmo-Merna. He's got 13 points, including 3 3-pointers that included that one at the buzzer to give the Coyotes the lead. 13, and again, 3 3-pointers and 2 2-pointers. 6 points from Quentin Myers, all from 3-point range, and 3 points from a 3-pointer for Ethan Chandler. Now for Twin Loup, their 20 points are gathered differently. It's spread out. 6 different players in the scorebook for the Wolves. Aaron Glendy, Ryan McBride, Emmett Sordom, and Mace Barron all have 4 points each, and 2 points apiece for Grant Otten and Waylon McBride. We look at the team stats, pretty even. 7 turnovers whistled against Twin Loup. 8 have been called on Anselmo-Merna. The Wolves have the advantage in the rebounding category, 14-8. And Anselmo-Merna did not shoot a free throw in the first half. We didn't have a lot of fouls called, a total of 5 in the first half. But Twin Loup did get to the line a couple of times. They hit 3 of their 4 opportunities. So again, here at halftime, leading the way for Anselmo-Merna, Colin Cooksley with 13, and then a quadrum of players with 4 points each for Twin Loup. Glendy, McBride, that's Ryan McBride, Sordom, and Barron. So here at halftime, Anselmo-Merna in a tight one leads over Twin Loup 22-20.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will have the second half for you on KBBN Radio and St. Hills Express Video.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
The Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale is February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska. Over 65 bulls will be selling, with sires represented, including Myers, Fair and Square, Marcy's Panhandle, Sits Resilient, and more. If you're looking for bulls that are naturally sound, stout, and good-footed, don't miss the Cattlemen's Cup Bull Sale on February 23rd at the ranch near Brewster, Nebraska, starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. For more information, go to thecattlemenscut.com or like their Facebook page, The Cattlemen's Cut. That's quality bred on, not fed on.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Ag producers know that healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and environmentally sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Conference Wednesday, February 15th in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring Steve and Amber Kenyon from Greener Pastures Ranching. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by February 8th is required. To learn more and to register online, visit aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by February 8th.
Welcome back to Merna, Anselmo-Merna High School, the site of this girls and boys basketball doubleheader. The Anselmo-Merna girls getting the victory earlier on this evening on what is being called, well, it's being called Teammates Night, but it's essentially senior night as well, as it is the last home game for the seniors here on this floor at Anselmo-Merna High School.
And we knew we were going to get a great crowd here tonight when we showed up and got the last place in the parking lot.
Yeah.
There is a lot of folks here tonight, and they have stayed. They've come here to watch a good girls game, watch the teammates, watch the cheerleaders, and an opportunity for their home team to get a win for the boys. They're up by 2 going to the third quarter.
Here we go, third quarter action. Coyotes with the basketball, far side of the court. Cooksley thought about the step back 3. They work it around instead, far side. Skip pass, Myers near side, can't hit the 3 to open the quarter. Rebound saved by Waylon McBride and into the hands of Sortum. Here comes Twin Loup. Wolves trailing by 2 as we start the third. 30 seconds gone in the period. Ryan McBride to Waylon in the corner. Back to Ryan McBride, tough angle, left it long. From behind the backboard, he shot that. It was a good-looking shot, all things considered. AM back after controlling the defensive rebound. With it near side, Cantrell. Owen up top to Myers. Far side to Cooksley. He puts up a 3 and hits the 3. The scoring continues for Colin Cooksley.
And Colin Cooksley has really become a fixture in the scoring offense for Anselmo-Merna as the season has progressed.
Through 14 games, averages just under 6.5 points per game. Quentin Myers is their leading scorer with under 12 a game, and he gets the pickoff here. Myers leads the break, and Anselmo-Merna skips it over. Cooksley attacks, and a foul is called on the floor before he's able to get up a shot.
First player of the ball game that's going to have at least multiple fouls, as that one will go against Emmett Sortum, his second.
Shot in the corner from Cooksley, can't find it. Ryan McBride pushed over on the fight for the rebound. This will go back to Twin Loup after Eunice picks up the foul.
And that'll be number 2 on Eunice, so each team with the foul here to start the third quarter, and we're 40% of the way to our total for the first half's fouls total.
Glendy with it, over to Ryan McBride. Waylon McBride, similar looking play, at least the start of it here for Twin Loup. Now they work it around. Shot from the deep post, put up but missed by Grant Otten. Quentin Myers the rebound. 2 minutes gone here, third quarter. 25-20 is the lead for Anselmo-Merna. Nice little floater put up, just barely missed by Colin Wright. One and done, Twin Loup the rebound.
We've seen some close calls for both these teams. Good shots that just haven't gone down.
Glendy with it up top. Near side, Otten puts up a 3, can't get it to hit. That one just barely long. And Myers comes over near side as the ball goes out of bounds, back to the Coyotes.
And for Emmett Sortum, he was in good position to get a rebound right underneath it and an easy deuce, but it went long behind him.
With the near side, Owen Cantrell. Now near side. Deep three-pointer. Put up that quickly by Quentin Myers, who splashes it home. And a timeout taken, Twin Loup. Coyotes 28, Twin Loup 20 here on 95.3. Want to take a moment to thank another one of our wonderful sponsors. That would be Thrivent Financial Agent Scott Harvey. Life insurance can help you protect your future and loved ones, but your needs may change over time. Thrivent is committed to helping you find solutions that align with your life. Schedule your checkup today. Call 872-2511 to learn how Scott can help you. Thank you to Scott Harvey, your local Thrivent Financial representative, for sponsoring this broadcast. And Larry, it's been a lot of Anselmo-Merna scoring here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead of the game by either team, 8 points, and 28 points on the board. Jeremy, 24 of those have come from three-point land. 8 three-pointers for the Coyotes so far tonight, and I don't believe, one three-pointer this evening so far for Twin Loup.
Twin Loup back into the front court, hoping to find that scoring that has escaped them here in this third quarter. Ryan McBride over to Waylon McBride, controls it momentarily, lost it through onto his nose basically, stepped on the far sideline.
Second turnover of the second half, 9 for the ball game.
Myers brings it into the front court, and Anselmo-Merna basketball. With the dribble, Cantrell kicks it over to Myers, steps back into the three corner, can't get it to fall. Eunice taps it into the hands of Cooksley. It's an offensive rebound for Anselmo-Merna. They almost turn it over as Barron got his hands on it. Now Myers controls. 4:45 to go here, third quarter. Cantrell works it around, and now Myers controls it, centers it, gets it inside. Open in there is Colin Wright, and he knows what to do with it. Turns around and scores from close.
And that's his first 2 points of the ball game, and a double-digit lead for the Coyotes.
30-20, Twin Loup basketball, they're down 10. Barron back to Glendy, couple of dribbles in, gets it back out to Sortum in the corner. Inside, Waylon McBride goes up, fouled. He'll go to the line. This might exactly be what the doctor ordered for Twin Loup. Get things going from the free throw line, see a basketball go through the hoop, and then maybe things will open up offensively for you.
And that second team foul on AM is going to be the third personal on Alex Eunice.
Waylon McBride, a couple of dribbles, puts it off the side of the rim.
Well, going back to that three-pointer that Colin Cooksley hit at the end of the first half, it has been an 11-0 run. Twin Loup still looking for their first points of the third quarter.
McBride gets this one to go and breaks that run from the free throw line. And Anselmo-Merna basketball, the 9-point lead, 30-21 in their favor. Myers near side, Colin Wright. Wright holds on to it, gets it across to Record. And in the corner, Cooksley. Cooksley gets it inside, Myers far side block. Quentin turns around, goes up, shoots over Glendy, and scores it. Glendy did all he could, but Myers just bodied him up and scored inside.
Quentin now in double figures. He's got 11.
Glendy to Mace Barron, gets it back. Now Glendy attacks, drives inside. The floater can't get the friendly roll. It almost bounced in on the rim.
He didn't get that one to go, but I'd like to see him do that, a little more of that. He's got a pretty good aggressive style of going towards the hoop.
Myers' pass inside is too high for him. Turnover back to Twin Loup. Glendy wants to run. Looking inside to Waylon McBride, but he throws it into the hands of Cooksley. Cooksley will bring it up. Colin near side. Wright works it back around. Far side, Record keeps that pivot foot down despite wanting to pick it up. Now in the short corner, they work it around, and throwing it away was Colin Wright. Just kind of lost where he was there in the lane and lost where his teammates were. When he went to throw it out, no one was there.
Second turnover of the second half for AM. Both teams have a total of 10 each.
2:50 to go, third quarter. 32-21 the lead for Anselmo-Merna. Glendy into the front court for Twin Loup. He and Mace Barron play a little bit of catch. They'd like to get that three-pointer up from Mace Barron again. McBride from 18 can't get it to fall. One and done. A rebound pulled down by Anselmo-Merna's Owen Cantrell. Ahead to Myers. A long two-pointer put off the side of the backboard from Colin Wright. AM controls the offensive rebound. Record with it far side. And a timeout is called. AM looking a little stagnant on offense, and their bench wants to talk things over with them. We'll step away as well and come back for the remainder of the third quarter here on 95.3.
Husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See Brent Custer today for a free personal protection review.
Government-guaranteed loans have great advantages to propel you towards starting your business or selling your business, including long-term fixed interest rates, 30-year repayment terms, and limited down payment or equity requirements, and blue sky funding. The list of what they can be used for is even longer. Custer Federal State Bank has the solutions and programs to make your vision a reality. Talk to their lending team today. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Back to Anselmo-Merna High School. The shot from three falls no good from Colin Cooksley. Twin Loup needing to get the scoring going as Glendy is going to be fouled by Colin Wright here. Nowhere near the bonus, either of these teams.
But you can't blame Colin Wright there. He's going after the steal. Thought he had a good angle, but it just came up a little different.
With the basketball, defense doesn't step in front of him. Grant Otten can't get the shot to go. Rebound, Quentin Myers. One-handed pass, fits it ahead. Kick out to Record, can't get the three to go. It's one and done for AM as Twin Loup tracks down the rebound. Inside 2 minutes ago here, third quarter. It's been a lot of AM scoring. Mace Barron wants to cut into that, can't get the three to go from the far side. Myers another rebound. He's got a bunch of rebounds. He's got to be working close to a double-double.
They had 8 rebounds, Anselmo-Merna did in the first half. They've got 8 here in the third quarter.
Josiah Griffith has his shot blocked. Will run back on defense. Minute 30 to go, third quarter. Glendy calling for a screen. Gets it from Sortum. Lost the ball and turns it over. Travel called. If he would have let the ball go, the travel wouldn't have been called. But it was kind of a high dribble, kind of bordering on that carry, double dribble, and travel sort of situation.
Yeah, that ball just got up high on him, and he just really had no solution to that one.
Myers fouled by Waylon McBride.
That'll be number 2 on Waylon. Just the second team foul of the second half against Twin Loup.
Griffith to key it in. Minute 14 shows on the third quarter clock. 32-21 the lead, Anselmo-Merna. Josiah looks, and let's see. Looks like a foul away from the ball.
That one's going to go on Waylon McBride, so now he has 3. Only player in any kind of foul trouble now for Twin Loup. Alex Eunice has 3 for Anselmo-Merna.
Frustrating evening for Waylon McBride as Myers tries to hit the fadeaway three-pointer, can't get it to fall. Waylon had some good scoring going early and some rebounding, but hasn't been able to find it since. Twin Loup inside, shot is blocked by Colin Cooksley, and a jump ball on the fight for the rebound. Cooksley getting all kinds of hands and fingers on Grant Otten's shot.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play right down there along the baseline.
Glendy gets it in. Sortum had it poked away. Myers saves it, throws it behind his back. Griffith saves it inbounds, and then steals it right back out of the hands of Otten. And a foul is called in all of that craziness.
And I think it was Twin Loup that got the foul trying to get the ball back. And that's going to be foul number 3 on Emmett Sortum.
So after all that, we go to the baseline. Anselmo-Merna under their own basket. Record with it. Up to Griffith.
Josiah up top, Colin right. Colin, one dribble, back to Record, now gets it back. Attacking, Colin Cooksley, lost it. Driving the other way is Glendy. He lays it up and in, a much-needed 2 points, and it's back to a single-digit lead for Anselmo-Merna.
Wow, he just aggressively stole that ball away.
Under 30 to go. Third quarter. And a foul is called. It's an offensive foul. They're going to say that Quentin Myers used his arm to get position to go and track down that pass that was off from his teammate.
Well, fourth team foul, second one on Quentin Myers. And as you talked at halftime, both teams had come out more aggressive this half because they didn't get in foul trouble in the first half.
Glendy in the front court. Gets it over near side to Otten. Otten pressured. Myers got his hand on it. Saved by Glendy, but into the hands of Colin Wright for AM. 2 seconds. Shot up at the buzzer, and it doesn't go in for Anselmo-Merna and Quentin Myers. 8 minutes back up on the clock. Fourth quarter is coming our direction as we take a moment to thank 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. They'll be there for you throughout the remainder of winter, which it is Groundhog Day, and it's sounding like we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter.
Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, and so did Unadilla Bill.
Yeah, who's Unadilla Bill?
Unadilla, Nebraska. They have a big celebration down there every winter now, too.
Really?
Just outside of Lincoln.
Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of either of them. When the warm weather comes, 4 County Heating and Air will be there for you then as well. 872-2258 is the number of 4 County Heating and Air, proud sponsor of tonight's sports broadcast. All right, Larry, what's going to be the key for both of these teams as we head to the fourth quarter?
Catching the ball. I missed it the first time. It was just a little out of my reach.
Yeah, caught one of the basketballs from the cheerleaders throwing them out. There you go.
Nice to send that up to me. Well, for Twin Loup, they've got to find something offensively against this zone defense of Anselmo-Merna. Anselmo-Merna's be able to just sit back there, be aggressive on the passing edges. And even when they try to get it down low like they did in the first half, they're being challenged. And AM, as we mentioned, they've got the fouls to give so they can afford to be aggressive. For Twin Loup, they've got to guard that perimeter but not give up the easy buckets. AM has cooled off a little bit from the three-point land from where they were, but they've been pretty good from the outside.
Anselmo-Merna basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Myers with the ball. Waylon McBride on him. Myers throwing to a teammate that wasn't looking for it. Picked off by Twin Loup, and they throw it right back. Josiah Griffith steps in front of it. Now AM will hold things up as Cooksley walks it across. 30 seconds gone, fourth quarter. Griffith drives in, cut off at the free throw line. Record fires it over to Cooksley. Haven't heard a score from Colin Cooksley for a little bit. Had a good game scoring overall. Josiah Griffith with the bounce. 45 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. 9-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. Happy to play patient, look for a good shot offense.
It's a good move. Take your time, run your offense, but take your time. You've got the 9-point advantage and the clock on your side.
Quentin Myers gets a screen, 15-footer out, back in, and back out again. It's a miss, back to Twin Loup.
And that would have been a completion of a nice possession, but that just wouldn't fall for him.
Glendy over to Ryan McBride, now far side over to Otten. Otten looking for Waylon McBride, receives it, has it slapped away, recovers, kicks it out to Glendy. Glendy faked the three, drives across. Otten does the same. Good solid defense here from AM. Floater put up by Otten, can't get it to go. Cooksley the rebound. And that was a good possession for Twin Loup. Just got a little crazy there in the end, but it did end with a good-looking shot. Cooksley off to Myers. Myers backs in and hands it off and gets it back. Approaching 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. No scoring has happened for either team. Anselmo-Merna perfectly fine with that as they are up 9. Myers with the ball in the corner. Dribbles it forward to Griffith. Over to Cooksley now, far side wing. Twin Loup needing that basketball. They need points and stops. Myers dribbles it out of there.
and finds Cooksley inside. Caught Glendy sleeping on the far side. Cooksley makes the quick baseline cut, and his teammate found him.
And Colin Cooksley up to 18 points in the game.
Otten can't hit the three. Griffith saves the weak side rebound, and Cooksley's off and running again. Colin Cooksley goes up. He's fouled. Aaron Glendy doesn't like the call, thought he got all basketball, but instead Colin Cooksley will go to the line for a couple free throws.
That's first foul on Aaron Glendy here tonight.
Colin Cooksley to the line, 5'11" junior. First shot rolls over the front of the rim and in.
That is the first free throw of the night for the Coyotes.
12-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. Cooksley steps to the line again. His second shot follows the first. Big free throws for Cooksley as Anselmo-Merna tries to put this one out of reach. Twin Loup needing some scoring. Glendy knows that, drives all the way in, can't get the friendly roll, tips it out of there. Barron dives on top of it. We've got bodies on the floor, and a timeout is awarded to Twin Loup, and that's from the far side official, and I like that call because Barron, the only one who even remotely had possession of that one, he was holding on to it like a football. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll have the final 5 minutes and 11 seconds of the fourth.
The grocery cart meat department is not your typical meat department. Our meat is fresh and our prices are great. We have a wide selection of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood. With options like Hormel Natural Choice, Smart Chicken, and Certified Angus Beef, you know you're getting quality meat to center your meal around. Come and see us at the Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Thank you again to Clang Financial, where they are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions and retirement planning needs you might have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Clang Financial, located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street, sponsors of this sports broadcast. Twin Loup got the timeout, retained possession, and now they're in the half court again. Glendy tracks down the high pass. Gets it to Mace Barron. Barron back to Glendy. Glendy thought about the three, dribbles in. Tough angle from the short corner. Ryan McBride, the weak side rebound, thought it was all but down. Couldn't get it to fall. Mace Barron goes in there and grabs another offensive board and is fouled on his putback attempt.
That last possession just really exemplifies how the night has gone for Twin Loup here on the road. They've gotten some nice looks. The ball looks like it's going to go down, and it pops out.
Sometimes it's almost like the rim knows who the away team is, as Barron can't get the first shot to go from the line. Mace gets a look again, can't get that one to go either. Rebound pulled out of there by AM's Cooksley. 4:45 to go, fourth quarter. Anselmo-Merna, a 13-point lead, trying to get revenge on Twin Loup and get their first win of the season. Driving in, Cooksley, a man on a mission, the hoop and the harm, and a technical foul is called. We'll see who this is on, whether it's Twin Loup or Anselmo-Merna. We'll sort this one out. It had to have been words by somebody because I certainly didn't see action. At least I didn't. It is against Twin Loup. I think that's going to go against Sortum. Cooksley makes the free throw for the technical foul. Let's see here. He makes one free throw on the far end. Now we go the other way. Well, the technical must have been against Anselmo-Merna. Now they're going to have Glendy shoot a free throw on the other side. The foul was against Twin Loup on the other end. And then a technical must have been called on Anselmo-Merna because we went over here. And Aaron Glendy is shooting a couple of free throws, which indicates a technical foul. Cooksley was simply shooting his shot for the and one situation as Glendy goes 1 of 2 for the technical free throws.
and he leads the way with 7 points for Twin Loup.
Well, it had to have been some sort of celebration that one of the officials did not like from Anselmo-Merna. And again, I say it must have been words, because I didn't see anything but high fives and celebration of normal ways by the Coyotes. Twin Loup again trying to cut into this lead. They get it inside. Sordom drives through a double team and scores a tough score from 5 feet out. And a timeout is called by Chris Barron. We'll step away as well and come back for the final 4:16 of the fourth quarter after you hear this.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
He's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Shipe, and to my right stands our videographer for the evening, Grant Winterer. Glad to have you here in Myrna. As Anselmo-Merna trying to seize their first victory of the season. They're 0-16, facing the 3-13 Twin Loup Wolves, who are trying to cut into this lead. AM has something to say about it, though. Driving inside and putting up the ball against a triple team, Owen Cantrell, he draws the foul. And the Coyotes certainly would like to think they increase their chances of putting this one away if they draw fouls on Twin Loup like that.
Yeah, and Aaron Glendy going to pick up his second. It's a 2-shot opportunity, but he'll be the Anselmo-Merna will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way.
Cantrell hits the first one, earns a second. Owen second, all nylon, goes 2 for 2. And that's exactly what AM needs to do now to put this one away. Up 41-26 now, 4 minutes to go in the game.
Anselmo-Merna 5 of 5, all in the fourth quarter.
Glendy near side tracks down the pass from Mace Barron. Back around to Glendy, fouled by Quentin Myers. Was trying to step into that passing lane and get a nice aggressive pickoff. Couldn't pull it off though.
Yeah, and it was, as you said, he's got the fouls to be aggressive. And he was aggressive. If you get that ball, you've got a good lane all the way to the hoop. But instead he gets the foul. Both teams now in the 1-1.
In for Anselmo-Merna, Peter Nuvoloni, a 5'8" senior. First shot from Glendy is a make. They'll earn another.
We saw Peter Nuvoloni speeding around during the JV boys game here earlier tonight, stealing the ball and heading to the hoop.
He's got some wheels. Glendy's second shot, a miss. Rebound pulled down by AM's Colin Wright. Anselmo-Merna in the half court. 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from their first win of the season. What a night to do it, too, on senior night. Quentin Myers attacks momentarily against McBride, now backs it out. Over to Nuvoloni, back to Myers. 3:25 to go in the contest. Eunice kicks it over. Cooksley. Cooksley centers it back up top. Myers. One jab step sets the offense a bit as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. And Anselmo-Merna playing perfect stall ball as Myers initiates contact, and Waylon McBride just kind of asking that question, gosh, what do I do in that situation? It's tough to know the answer to that one.
And he becomes the first player with 4 fouls, and AM playing it just the way they need to right now. Keep it away, only get the bucket when they need, when they have an open break.
Myers makes the first, earns a second. It's 42-27, Anselmo-Merna.
And now 6 of 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter and on the night.
Quentin Myers can't get the second one to go. Rebound, though, is an offensive rebound by Colin Wright. Cooksley holds on to it, gets it over to Wright. Under 3 to go here, fourth quarter. We've been on the far side of the court for a while now. Myers with the bounce, dribbles against McBride, scoops it inside, turned over. Glendy has it, calls a timeout. Oh no, a jump ball. I think he was trying to turn around and call a timeout, but the official called the jump ball first. But it does go to Twin Loup.
Yeah, they'll get the ball either way, and they're going to have to hurry it up and start shooting some threes, although they pretty much only have one three-point shooter, and he's got it right now.
Mace Barron doesn't pull the trigger. Gets it off to McBride, back to Glendy. Glendy dribbles, gets it up. Ryan McBride's three up, and he hits it. Well, there you go. Ryan McBride hits a three, and all of a sudden it's a 12-point game, not out of reach yet for Twin Loup. It's 42-30, and Anselmo-Merna leads here on 95.3.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Well, Twin Loup's down 12. It's a steep mountain in front of them, but it's definitely one that can be climbed. They just got to continue to hit threes like they just did. Full court pressure for Twin Loup. Mace Barron D's up Josiah Griffith, who has the basketball, spins around, gets it off into the hands of Colin Wright. Wright puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Josiah Griffith comes in and picks up the ball and is fouled. Twin Loup had that one in their hands, Larry, but they were on the same team and they lost it, and Griffith just came in and picked up.
Well, Waylon McBride was right in position to get that rebound, and it was just he was going up for it, and it took a bigger bounce than he expected, and it just put him off balance.
Josiah Griffith to the free throw line. Can't get the first one to go. Ball is tapped out. Last off of Griffith, and it will go to Twin Loup. And they save a little bit of time because the rebound was so long, they're going to get it right about half court. Mace Barron gets it into Aaron Glendy, who dribbles it up. Maybe a little bit more sense of urgency here from Twin Loup would be a good thing. Ryan McBride in the short corner gets it in. Sortum, drop step, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Eunice the rebound. Time running out on Twin Loup. Down 12, 42-30. They need a turnover or a stop. And Anselmo-Merna have been playing good stall ball all quarter long, though. Quentin Myers dribbling. Hasn't had to give it up yet. Now gets it off to Cooksley, and a timeout is taken by Coach Gilligan. Minute 32 to go here, fourth quarter. We'll step away and bring it to you after this on the Thunderbird.
Physical Therapy is happy to help bring you this broadcast. Did you know that we can treat you right in your home if you are not able to come into our clinic? We provide balance assessments and treatments, education on improving home safety, caregiver education, and evidence-based one-on-one care. These services are available out of all 5 of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Kearney, Burwell, and Gothenburg. Call us to learn more at 872-5111 for Team Physical Therapy. That's 872-5111.
Geared for Sports has great gift ideas for your Valentine. Right now, get 20% off store-wide, just excluding GCI chairs. It's almost time to gear up for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Geared for Sports is a Chamber Love Local participant too, so shop and save 20% store-wide and also get entered in the Love Local Chamber promotion. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
A minute 32 left in this contest. Anselmo-Merna to inbound the ball on the far side. They have the 12-point lead. Myers throws it in to Josiah Griffith, who gives it right back. Minute 25 to go here, fourth quarter. Myers kicks it out. Cooksley gives it off to Wright and back to Myers. Twin Loup needing to step up on defense here and get a stop. Although they're not applying very much pressure, and Myers is a pretty good ball handler. And a screen set by Griffith, and he gets walloped. And the foul is going to be called on Glendy, who tried to go through the screen. So Griffith will shake off maybe the stars he's seeing after getting hit there and try to make some free throws.
Well, Josiah, he was running back in the fall. He's used to taking those hard hits. First of two, though, not going to go for him.
Ryan McBride goes to the bench for Twin Loup. Grant Otten back into the game. Griffith, second shot does fall. He goes 1 of 2 that trip.
First point of the game for Josiah.
Otten into the front court. Minute 5 to go here, fourth quarter. Twin Loup basketball. Henry Sortum with the ball off to Mace Barron. Mace gets it in. Waylon McBride shoots it from 10. Can't get it to fall. Josiah Griffith, another rebound. And it's picked off as he tries to get it to Myers. With it up top, Henry Sortum over to Mace Barron. His three goes up. Left it just short. Rebound to Eunice, who lost it. And when he lost it, he lost control of himself and trucked over Mace Barron.
That's going to be foul number 4 on Alex Eunice.
Mace Barron to the free throw line.
Mace 1 of 4 so far tonight in this game with 4 points.
Gets the first one to go, went high off of the rim and fell down. And Twin Loop's wondering, where's that kind rim been all night?
That's true.
Those 50-50 balls have not gone for Twin Loup tonight. Mace can't get that second one to follow the first. Myers, the bounce, finds some room on the near sideline, is fouled by Mace Barron, who's called for the block. And we'll go down and shoot some more free throws with Quentin Myers as we're 36 seconds away from the end of this one. Looking like it's going to be the first win for Anselmo-Merna. Good for them. You go in and you try hard in every single game. These kids practice a lot together, and it's got to feel good to get a win here on senior night as Quentin Myers makes the first shot.
You never want to see any team go over for the season. It does happen occasionally, but it's good to see a team get a win. And for Twin Loup, I mean, they've got potential wins coming up tomorrow night and Saturday night. They beat Elba by 36 earlier this year. They play at Elba tomorrow night. And then 2-win Chambers Wheeler Central comes in to Twin Loup on Saturday night. So there's a golden opportunity for a couple of wins. And, of course, we'll see them on Tuesday night up in Sargent against SEM. That'd be a little bit tougher game, but, they'll have an opportunity to play their best there too.
Anselmo-Merna only 2 seniors on their team, Peter Nuvoloni as well as Alex Eunice. So fairly young team as Myers hits the second one. And you can hear the home crowd in the background celebrating what they believe will be a Anselmo-Merna win. Henry Sortum into the front court, gets it off to Michael Starr into the ball game for Twin Loup. Mace Barron, 3 up from the far side, can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Anselmo-Merna's Braden Wilson. Ahead to Nuvoloni, can't score it here on senior night on the layup. Nuvoloni wants to get the pick off though. He scrums over there, uses his speed, steals it right back. 11 seconds now. Anselmo-Merna with the basketball inside. Nuvoloni kicks it out. Shot from Finney doesn't fall. Eunice, the weak side rebound, and a jump ball is called between he and Folkers.
And it's going to stay with AM here for the final 3.9. And Coyotes are going to get the win here tonight, and rightly so, in front of a big crowd that was hoping for it tonight.
Anselmo-Merna, Nuvoloni, 3 up, can't get it to fall. Had the right distance on it, just couldn't get the left to right correct. And you hear the celebration in the background. Anselmo-Merna boys, their 17th game of the season, their first win of the year so far. 45-31, the victory for Anselmo-Merna. We'll take one last commercial break. When we come back, Larry will give you the numbers, and we'll wrap it up from here in Myrna.
Anytime is a good time to buy plants because of indoor plants. The Garden Center has some rare and exciting indoor plants you need to lay eyes on. They're priced right and they're rare. Some might even call them unusual. They will satisfy your need for something new and different. They have the potting soil, creative and stylish pots, and plant displays you need too. Closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Open year-round for you. The Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Let the games begin. Burning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the bleachers, sidelines, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, reimburse friends and family for concession stand goods with Zelle, and even set up automatic payments or reminders to never miss a payment again with Bill Pay. The ball is in your court. Burning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all student athletes a safe and successful season. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Friedling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in a specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, an alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
A to Z Lawn Pro is moving, but don't worry. They'll continue to offer their great services such as fertilizer, weed, and bare ground programs. Plus, they'll help you with grass seedings during the spring and fall seasons. Their new shop will be at their house. The address is 2056 North 9th Avenue. A handy payment drop box will be out front. Their phone number's changing too. It's now 308-870-1762. A couple of changes, but the same great service from A to Z Lawn Pro.
Welcome back one last time to Anselmo-Merna High School. The boys contest has gone final 45-31. Anselmo-Merna getting the victory here on senior night. With a look at your final numbers, here's Larry.
Over half the points belonging to Colin Cooksley. Of the 45, he had 23 in the ball game. One of 2 players in double figures for the victorious Coyotes. Quentin Myers also in double figures with 14. 3 points for Ethan Chandler. 2 points each for Owen Cantrell and Colin Wright, and 1 point on the night for Josiah Griffith. For Twin Loup, they were led here this evening by Aaron Glendy, who ended up with 8 points. 7 on the night for Ryan McBride. 6 for Emmett Sordom. Mace Barron had 5 points. 3 points in the ball game for Waylon McBride, and 2 points for Grant Otten. We take a look at the second half stats. You know, at halftime, it was a 6 rebound advantage for Twin Loup. Second half, Anselmo-Merna dominated the boards 19-9. The overall rebounding edge tonight goes to the Coyotes 27-23. Anselmo-Merna was 9 of 13 from the free throw line, and that all came in the fourth quarter when they were holding on their lead. Twin Loup ended up 7 of 14. Turnovers were pretty even. 15 against the Wolves, 16 against the Coyotes. So once again, your leading scorers, Colin Cooksley with 23 to lead all scorers here tonight, 14 from Quentin Myers, and Twin Loup was led in the loss by Aaron Glendy by 8 points. Anselmo-Merna gets their first victory of the year, a 45-31 win over Twin Loup.
And Anselmo-Merna improves to 1-16 on the season. Twin Loup falls to 3-14. Earlier on in the evening, the girls team for Anselmo-Merna getting the victory 42-37. For our videographer, Grant Winterer, for Larry Cotner, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a wonderful rest of your evening. Before we close out, we want to thank our sponsors one more time. On the radio, they included Clang Financial, Four County Heating and Air, Thrivent Financial Agent Scott Harvey, Consolidated, Cattleman's Cut, Central Nebraska Electric, Rod's Body and Paint, Aeroseed, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, The Garden Center, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. That does it for us here in Myrna. Lots more sports action coming to you the remainder of this week from Central Nebraska's sports source. I encourage you to check out sandhillsexpress.com under the sports section for stories and schedules and more. Have a great night, everyone. Back to the rock music on KBBN.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calero sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ.